What's up, guys? Sorry, it's just as I hit go live, immediately after, of course, I get an itch on my nose. So I'm scratching my nose. Hello, what's up, Eric? How you doing today, man? Good to see you. Excuse me. So yeah, as you can see, what we're gonna do today is something a little bit different, something I don't normally do. Why is that frozen? YouTube has been very, very, very strange for me lately. I don't know if it's this PC. I don't know if it's just YouTube in general. It's been really weird. Like I just roll my mouse over videos like scrolling down, and all of a sudden things start playing. Like I'm not putting any pressure on it. I've used a mouse before, believe it or not, and it's definitely not me. I don't know what the heck is going on with it. And then just now, like I told you guys when I remember I thought I was gonna get killed by the guy behind me coming in, and it was actually me because this is delayed. So I had this tiny little window over here of my stream, and it just completely froze and just was staying paused. It wasn't moving. It really kind of freaked me out. Anyway, okay, let's hit that. We should be getting some sound. If it was very eerily quiet and you're like, what's going on, man? First chat, first like award goes to me. There you go. I appreciate it, man. How are you, Eric? We missed you the last stream. Me and Mitchell did the Forsaken Easter egg to get, it's the only thing he hadn't done on Cold War, so we knocked that out for him and, turn that off. And then we did his super reward, whatever, not a super Easter egg, on Zoo, on Outbreak. But anyway, look, so we're doing something a little bit different. I don't normally just camo grind because some people like it, but I find it to be a little bit boring, I gotta be honest, to watch. So I generally don't stream it because I try to stream things that I would watch, I would like to watch. I was at a hockey game that night. Oh, nice, man. Excuse me. So I only have 2 weapons left to get Borealis. Okay, it's just the 2 melees, and unless I'm reading something wrong, but I'm pretty sure. So if we go to the gunsmith, we go to the camos here, and then if you scroll over, you can see I need to do the green serpentine camos for both of my melees. So it's 10 special kills or elites. Easy enough. I could get this done in 1 game. I've been doing this for like the last few days. I would just load up in my primary slot 1 weapon that I haven't done yet, in my secondary slot another one, and I was able to get both of them done every single time except for 1 because I thought it wasn't tracking. I was like, there's no way it's not done yet, but I was out 9 out of 10. So we would absolutely be able to do this in 1 game, but I'm going to stretch it into 2 games. Plus, I want to level up my Ram 7. Is it 7 or 9? The AR. And then we'll have Borealis. So as you can see, complete 36 Serpentine Camos challenges. We're 34 out of 36. Again, it's just the 2 melees. That's all we have to do. So that's what we're going to do. So let's just jump in, and we can chit-chat as we're going through. From there, if you guys didn't know, I uploaded a video earlier today. It's kind of like the 0 to hero thing. It seems to be like a little bit of a challenge that's going on. I wasn't doing it as a challenge video, like, hey, that'll be cool for me to do that. I did it because the game keeps crashing, and I keep losing my stuff, which is why I didn't stream the previous 2 days. I've been losing my stuff, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to hop on. This was last night. And I started with literally nothing. I could have, of course, loaded in, with tacticals like decoys and semtex or something like that. And a gun. You could always bring in a gun or a knife or whatever. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go in literally nothing. All I have is my field upgrade. But you can't use your field upgrade until you get some kills and charge it up. So I had nothing to start. Literally nothing. So if you haven't watched that video, I would greatly appreciate it if you did. Head on over there. Drop a like on that. I think it's a fun video to watch. Some commentary throughout, just kind of explaining everything I'm doing, my thought process as I'm moving through. So I needed to get earn literally everything back. I had nothing. I had a small backpack. I had the 1 plate vest, No, not even a self-res. No score streak. No, none of that. And we were able to get into tier 3, kill a couple of mega bombs, some other stuff in there, and get all of the stuff back in the one game. So, pretty good gameplay, I thought. So if you want to check it out, I appreciate it. And like I said, drop a like on it. Thank you very much. Why is my throat like that? Okay. So we're actually in a decent spot here to start if we get the correct contracts that spawn in. So this is the one we have to get kills for. You know, this is the challenge. So we're gonna pop that on. We're going to actually do that. I hate how it just closes that screen on you. We're gonna swap. We're gonna put that on there because again, we're gonna need to get some kills with our gun, I'm sure, as we're going. We didn't get the contract that I wanted, but let's head this way real quick, and then on our way over, like a whole new batch of contracts will probably spawn in. So it's always good to do cargos, even when it's not really what you want. Like we need elites and specials. So I should be doing, well, why aren't you doing, you know, a hitman contract, you know, a bounty contract? Well, the closest one is kind of far away, halfway down the coast. So with this, we're going to go we'll get some money for doing, see, something just popped up right there, see? So now we are going to go do that, and then we'll get this cargo contract. What I was hoping for was the escort contract. I got very lucky. I mean, you know, on a couple times I've been very lucky. I've got like 5 to 6 manglers doing the escort contracts. I've also had them where it's like well, sometimes you didn't get any, or plenty of times where I got just one. So you get lucky one way, it comes back the other way, and you know it balances out in the end. Get that off the screen. Now, I kind of want to, well, I don't want to. I kind of want to complain here a bit about this game because, just because it's really been bugging me lately. Like, and I played earlier today with a friend of mine. Nope. The melee, when you lunge and it doesn't land, it just sends you kind of spinning. You're like, whoa, hey, where do we go? So my friend that I did the tier 4 and tier 5 stuff with, he hopped on today, and we're gonna do the red worm, and we brought in a whole bunch of stuff. By the way, so Monday, not to keep backtracking, but like I said, I kept losing my stuff. This is when I did the 0 to hero video. I had, because your rucksack is only 10 slots, I had an ether tool in there, you know, ether blade. I had, I think it was a legendary ether tool. And I had armor, the golden armor. I had all kinds of really good stuff in there because, again, your stash is only 10 items. Don't have a lot of room. What else are you gonna do? So, and I wanted to kill all of these guys with my ray gun. That's why. So let's do that. We're gonna level this up, like I said. So yeah, I lost all kinds of stuff, man. Like really good stuff, which is what really bothered me. Losing all of that, and just for nothing, just because the game just all of a sudden just crashed. I mean, it just stopped working. Nothing had happened, like nothing in game, no whatever. Just boom, it just froze. And then that was it, crashed. So, and then earlier today, like I said, I was playing with a friend of mine, and we load in. We were gonna go do the, you know, the red worm. So we're loading in with our best stuff, and he has a scorcher, and we're in the tier 2 zone, like down by the south side of the map. Doing some contracts, and we're kind of separate. He's, you know, zipping from here to there, doing whatever, and I'm going to, running like a whatever, blah 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 contract. So he, Scorch jumps up into the air. He's gonna parachute. And a helicopter, of all things, came by, insta-killed him, sent him off the map, like gone. Like not his body wasn't anywhere around. There was nothing. He was just gone from the game. Literally gone from the game. Back to, he was on like my loading screen, like on the spectate screen. I couldn't find his body where he died. I went back to, where he went down. Nothing. He wasn't over there. Like, he was just gone from the game. Literally just gone from the game. And, like, see, like, look at this right now. This contract, like, where it's supposed to end, did not pop up on my screen anywhere. It's nowhere to be found. So, I don't know. There's 2 places where this can go. It can go to this way, to my left, where I'll be completely going the wrong way now. Or now I'm just hoping that this contract is going to end halfway down the coast here, where it usually ends. So, I'm kind of betting that it will end this way this time, but the marker did not show up anywhere on the map. And even if I pull up the map, the larger scale map, it's nowhere to be found. So where am I supposed to go? This game is so broken right now, and it's obviously not down here, but it's possible that it could be all the way down there. I'm going to have to make an educated guess and say it's probably not going to be all the way down there. So now I'm going to have to turn around. This is ridiculous, man. Look at this. I mean, this has been an issue for a couple of weeks now, anyway. And it's not every time you do one of these contracts, but it happens enough that it's just... So anyway, yeah, so he had, like, legendary tools. He had the Scorcher. He had... double pap crystals, like all that kind of, same for me, whatever. Like I didn't lose my, well, actually, hang on. So I didn't actually lose my stuff, but I had brought in same deal, like double pap. I didn't bring any wonder weapons in, but I brought it like double pap crystals in. I had 2 epic ether tools that I used. I didn't have any legendary. And so now that he's gone from the game, it's not like I can just go and do it as well. Like I gotta leave now. Like I've got to exfil, hoping that maybe the stuff would be in a tombstone. Like if we came back out. So there's my helicopter. I think that's my helicopter. Stopped over there. I should hear something soon.
Waiting for delivery.
There it is. Okay.
I'll bring the bacon home.
I mean, this is really getting ridiculous. It's just making the whole thing with, we talked about how with the cooldown on things, like every 3 days you can use like some of the better items for one game every 3 days. And how much of an incentive do you really have to play the game when you can only use this best stuff that you've earned once every 3 days? And I mean, like, you can use it for one game. You've got it for 45 minutes to an hour if you're going to go, extend it into the Dark Aether. You've got it for an hour. Does this have gas? They're really, and now with no updates until Season 2.5, which is coming soon, I know now, but, like, it's been a while. With all the crashes and everything that are happening, you lose the things that you had earned, like... It's really just been like, okay, I'm ready for this year to be over, man. I want. And you guys know at the beginning of this year, like, I was a big fan of this mode. I liked it a lot. I still don't dislike the mode. I think the mode is fine. But the no updates, these crashes that are happening, all the bugs, all these issues that are happening still. And it doesn't look like there's any kind of, change coming. We're not hearing anything like, oh, this is definitely going to be fixed soon. Or we don't even know who's actually in charge of zombies right now. We think it's High Moon Studio, which just laid off half of their workers. So, I mean, it's kind of crazy. We don't even know who's actually in charge of making this, fixing the issues that we're having. So, it's just so frustrating. I watched the VOD with you and Mitchell, but couldn't hear his auto. Yeah, for whatever reason. I mean, that's a whole Streamlabs thing. It just decides. Like, there's been times, Eric, when you and I have played together, and like one of the days nobody could hear you, and then the other 1 or 2 days that you played, like it was totally fine. And there's nothing I can do about it. Like Streamlabs just decides apparently, day to day. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. We'll see. So. Yeah, he had mentioned it. By the way, this gun, the Ram 7, I brought it into the tier 3 zone. Again, like I mentioned, I was playing with a friend of mine earlier today. And in the tier 3 zone, let's go here.
Got a contract here.
I was only single pack-a-punched with a blue ether tool on it, and I mean, I wasn't mowing enemies down by any stretch, but I was getting kills. Like, it wasn't taking me forever. It was taking less than a full clip, that's saying a lot in the tier 3 zone. And I think it was yesterday, I was in there with a green ether tool, and I was double papped. And it was basically the same kind of a deal. I mean, one, it just shows you how important the ether tools are, but this gun is good. I mean, it's brand new. They always make the new guns the best guns in the game. So use the Ram 7 and 9 now while the getting's good, basically. I think I actually I was gonna bring this gun into Fight the Worm. I bet you it would do well. Is it back across? Oh man, we don't have gas for it. We just need new missions already. Yeah, I mean, no updates. Like the whole. I mean, again, I really don't want to complain about the game at all. I want it to just be good, to be honest with you. But I mean, there's so many bad things right now, and it just, again, the real bitch of it is we don't even know who's in charge of zombies at the moment. We're pretty sure it's not Treyarch, right? We've heard that it's maybe it's High Moon, and then right around that same time that we've heard maybe it's High Moon, is all those layoffs happened throughout all of the many companies, the sub-companies, whatever, at Activision. And High Moon lost. They were already a small company of, I think, about like 150 or so, something like that. They were small. And they lost half of their employees. So, I don't know what's going on, man. Good for you, man. You're super cool. So yeah, I don't know. Like, it's just frustrating when you're trying to enjoy the game, you're trying to play the game, and everything that that they give you back is like, nah, you don't really want to do that. Like, don't play the game. Don't. So, it's just, I don't know. It would be nice if we even just at least knew who the hell was in charge here. You know, it's kind of like Apocalypse Now. Like, who's in charge around here? Ain't you? You know. Oh, whatever. All right. Let's head back over this way, I guess. There's no escort contracts. Oh, there's one over here. We can go there.
Got a contract here.
I don't have a car, though. Drive this as far as it'll take us, which probably won't be very, very far, but we'll take it. I'm just gonna back that ass up, back that ass up. Oh, boy. We'll just leave it there. Oh, dude, you need to shush. god. You gotta love that. Just come. Oh, okay. I'm not even gonna let. This game's bugging me enough at the moment. I'm not even gonna let that register. But anyway, it's just like trying to be hopeful about it is just like, well, now that there's less people working on it, we're not sure which studio. The issues that we've had for a while now aren't fixed. We're getting no like new story missions, and from what I've heard, just in the last couple of days, is that the new stories, we're not actually going to get Act 5, maybe for quite a while. It's just going to be a couple of little story missions added on to Act 4. So I'm not, like I said before, I was expecting at this point maybe to get like 5 new new missions to do for Act whatever the new missions are going to be. Part of Act 4, Act 5, whatever. I was thinking maybe 5, and now that sounds, unfortunately, like it probably is correct. But I mean, I was hoping for 15, for 20, whatever. I keep telling you guys, like, I'm hoping for the missions like they had in DMZ. I almost said DMV. Just let us go on a little collect-a-thon kind of a thing, and get stuff that we have to exfil with, so we can craft a wallet, so that way we can start carrying money from game to game. Get other things that we can make it so we can increase our stash size. Like just anything like that. What's up, Mitchell? 15 or 20 what? I have no idea what that's about. Oh, 20 missions. 20 missions. I was hoping for. I mean, I figured it would be about 5, and it's probably what it's going to end up being, but I was hoping it would just be a lot more, but and it's just the, the constant issues is just it's just frustrating, man. You're trying to love the game. I mean, it doesn't help that we're coming on the heels of, no zombies last year at all, Vanguard the year before that, it's everything is kind of compounding, and like they just don't care about the zombies people at all. I mean, it doesn't seem like it anyway. Point to the thing that shows like how much they're, they care about the zombies, quote unquote community. I just want them to care enough about our money to keep, making the game, making a game for us. But that seems to even be maybe just a step too far to hope for at this point. Who knows? What have we had? 2 or 3 manglers so far on this? By the way, the best exfil in this game, by far as like getting manglers and stuff, so mini bosses, what you need for the serpentine camera, is the one that's over there. Right on the edge of the water there. Purely anecdotal. I don't have any like hard numbers to back it up, but other spots, I just feel like you're lucky most of the time to get a couple of manglers. And this one, man, it's just like you get 5 or 6 of them every time. It seems like it's just great, absolutely great for doing, for grinding out these kinds of things. So. If you get an exfil site that's down over this way, that particular one, this one over here, definitely choose that one if you're trying to get some special / elite, whatever kills. Look at this, we got so many this time. A 1-hit killing. getting, what is this, 5 or 6 of them at least now? Yeah, man, no sweat. Yeah, I don't know what happened with your voice. Not, I mean, I was just saying to Eric when he's played with me a couple times on stream. It's just like Streamlabs decides, yeah, we can hear it or we can't. I mean, there's been like 2 times. I think Eric's played with me like maybe like 3 times total on stream. 2 of the times we could hear him. 1 of the times couldn't. I do not change my settings on Streamlabs. Like I haven't touched it in. I genuinely don't even know how long. I mean, it might be. It's not even months. It's like years. So there's no reason that it, you know, should or shouldn't change. Like all of a sudden it does pick it up, so now it doesn't pick it up. Like there's no reason for it. So I have no idea. I have no explanation for it. All right. We could just, because we only need a couple of more. We could just go to this exfil. This is not the exfil I was talking about, by the way. Again, the one on the water is the good one, the really good one. Seems to me, anyway. Or maybe I've just had great luck with it, and that's, you know, whatever. It's no different from any other one, but I don't know. I've had very good luck with it, so anytime I see that there's an exfil there, if you're doing like this kind of, you know, when you need to get mini boss kills, definitely go there if it pops up for you. I had no issues not owning the Maxis skin, then I saw that it was for trench coat. Oh, so that's the bundle you were talking about? You bought the Maxis bundle? It's the only one I've ever bought. I don't regret it either. Like, I'm happy with it. Only reason I was looking was because you had the one. Yeah. I mean, when it came out, which was, I think right around the time Firebase Z came out, which was toward the beginning of that game. Remember, it came out, like, they pushed that game out, that map, rather, out early because they wanted to capitalize on the popularity of Maschine. And then we hit like a 5-month lull where nothing happened at all. So I don't know why they did that, but I mean, that's baffling. If you're going to come out with more, like, okay, yeah, great. That's a great idea. Like, if you're doing BO4, I hope they don't do something like this year, where they give you 4 maps at launch. It's too many. Just give us 1 per month for the first 5 or 6 months. Like, I would love that, man. I would love that way more than getting a whole bunch of maps at one time. Like, way prefer that. Okay, so that's done. So we can actually get on this and leave. I told you this was, like, we could have done it all in the one game. I didn't want to just hop on one game. You know? Okay, that's a stream, guys. Later. So we will do one more, and then that should be that. And I'm going to just clean up all these guns around here just to get the XP for this gun, because I'm not fully leveled up on this. Although I believe I have pretty much everything unlocked that I want unlocked for it. Really, I had the 6-round magazine unlocked for it, which is the biggest thing. Other than that, like, I don't know, for zombies, the attachments aren't, like, really make or break. The magazine size, yes, that's very important. Other than that, I don't think it's a big deal, gotta be honest. It came out after Firebase Z. The skin, it came out, yeah, it was right around then, though, is when it came out. It was during Firebase Z, because I remember, like, not at the very beginning necessarily, but you would see, it's before the next thing came out, which I know I literally just said was like 5 months later. But it was around that time. You're stuttering typing? I came out. Oh, you came out. Oh, I see. So Mitchell came out of the closet after Firebase Z. He wants everybody to know he's here, he's queer, he's proud. Let's all congratulate Mitchell. Yeah, I just remember buying it and being like, this is the first time I ever bought a bundle. Like, all right, like, I was enjoying the hell out of the game at that time. I mean, I was grinding. we get it, Mitchell. It's okay. It's okay. And Ryan Reynolds. I mean, he is very handsome. I'm gonna scooch this up a bit. Come on. La 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 la. I don't know what the hell I was saying. Forget it. It doesn't matter. So we have one more thing to go, and then we are Borealis out. So we will change this to... Why would it not put me in the same category? Look, Karambit. I guess we'll put that one on because it's colorful. Colorful-er. As you can see, we need 10 special or elites, and then we are 35 out of 36 on the Borealis. Now, we're going to hop in and do this. The only thing that makes me a little bit worried is that when there are... Well, I didn't put it on. That makes me worried. I don't think I have any. We're going to have to earn some cash. I'm going to pop that in there. Whatever. It's fine. I'm not going to use a double pap crystal just to get 10 kills on these. Plus, if you're near the tier 1 zone, these melees are strong enough that you honestly really don't need to pack a bunch of them. But we were one hit killing the manglers that you just saw, like that, man. Just because if you do pack a bunch of that was tier 1 as well. Anyhow, the only thing I'm worried about is, you know, as you play the game throughout the year, new guns are added, and there was one gun I wasn't sure. I think it was for snipers, where I did the 3 that I thought were had come with the game, and there was one that came later that I haven't done. So it's the only thing that might trip me up here is if that is like the sniper that we were supposed to do that we didn't actually do. So we'll see. Hopefully we're gonna get it and it'll pop up on the screen and we'll go, yay. Anyway. Oh yeah, I know you forgot, but in Cold War, when you went down, you had quick revive and elemental pop.
All personnel
You gotta kill
deploying
quick
at LZ.
revive. You
Godspeed,
revive.
strike team.
Elemental pop out of the turret. If I would have used elemental pop while I was down, I would have gotten back up. I mean, was I not trying to get kills while I was down? I pretty much thought I was trying to shoot things, but whatever. If you say so, man. Okay, we'll put that on there, right? And I don't like that it does that.
I don't know what to make of it.
You gave up. Okay. Like, this game is so stupidly buggy. Why is it pulling this out? It does that all the time, and it does the whole thing where you know, when you get out of the car and it just chucks your grenade, whatever you have, you know, in your your lethal slot. Like, oh, this game, dude, I tell you, I'm trying, man, I'm trying.
Found a contract.
I'm really trying. I'm telling you, I genuinely think they need to take a big step back. And like, they're too spread out. Things are a little too complicated over at the Activision Call of Duty headquarters. As far as their game builds go, like, there's too many studios involved in too many of the games. They really, I think, should strip, like, one studio per game. If there's some small little things that they need help with, like graphically or whatever, fine, yes. But each game should be headed up by a studio with their engine. I know we're all working on one engine now. Like, I don't understand why we have to do this. Why do we have to make everything so homogeneous? I'm going on one of my tangents. It drives me crazy, man. It absolutely is driving me crazy.
Got a contract here.
What's my favorite perk overall? Like, out of everything? I mean, I don't want, like, as a solo player, I love quick revive because it can get me up. But that's not, like, my favorite perk. I mean, double tap, honestly, 2.0 is great. And it's, I think this game should get it. I would really like it. Although they've already said they're not planning on adding any more perks to this game. And any new enemy types, but it's just such a useful perk, and it would really be good in this game. Think of tier 3 or, you know, going into the Dark Aether with double tap. 2.0, obviously not the 1.0. Watch this guy shoot me and put me down as I'm trying to knife this dude. You know it's gonna happen. Come on. This is when it's not pack-a-punch. This is why we like to do... That's why we like to do the escort contracts rather than the... Oh, see, I told you. I'm out of armor, so I have to, like, get the hell out of here. Stupid mercenaries, man. Alright, we'll check the gas station. Maybe we'll get some. So, yeah, I like that a lot. Per game, I don't know. I don't like how they did. I mean, I don't think this is... Everybody would probably agree. I don't like how BO4 did perks at all. I don't like the idea of... Why would you choose your perks before you're in the game? Like... That doesn't make any sense to me at all. I think IW did perks the best as far as their system goes, where... One, you could have 5... total perks, which was better. And I'm obviously not talking about using things like Perkaholic or Soda Fountain or whatever. You could have 5 perks, so you had the 1 extra. Because if you're solo, you're getting quick revive. Unless you're doing some kind of challenge, you're getting quick revive, and you're getting jug, right? I mean, it's a guarantee. Why would you not? Are you crazy? I mean, me, yeah, a little bit crazy. Let's go that way, I
Found a
suppose.
contract.
Oh, you know what? Sorry. I'm just gonna buy a couple of plates. Just because, again, it's gonna take a little bit to get the actual kill. Alright, let's do it. Extra is fine. So you could have the choice. You have a little bit of leeway with basically with Black Ops. Any other Black Ops game, you're getting quick revive, you were getting jug, right? Now, BO4 changed that where you didn't actually use, like, jug was already like implied basically in your health, and quick revive was taken away from the game, and you were basically just, I was gonna say born into the game with. Quick revive pretty much on. You had the 3 revives that you could use each game. Didn't have to buy anything, do anything to get it. So in that sense, they kind of handled that. I just wish they didn't make you choose your perks before you started the game. Now the great thing about IW is they added the 1 extra perk that you could carry, so it just changed up what you were able to do a little bit. So that was nice. And the other thing they did that was great, and the example I always try to use is they made it so you could take perks off. And no other game, shockingly, did that. So all you had to do if you wanted to remove a perk was go up to the perk machine and just, hit the interact button, and it would remove that perk. And you're like, well, why would you want to remove a perk? Well, when you're doing something like Zombies in Spaceland, when you're trying to get around the map a lot, maybe you want to use, I don't know, like stamina up or whatever. But in the boss fight, it's really not that big a deal if you have stamina up. You're just going to be kind of going around in that general circle area. Or, let's say, you don't need... Dude, he's hitting the hell out of me. Maybe you don't really need bang bangs for the early gameplay. I mean, I kind of think you do, but... What is going on with this? Why is that happening? That was really weird, right? But then, you know, like for you know, for the boss fight in that game though, when you don't have director's cut, you want to maybe probably take in 2 wonder weapons. Definitely a good idea. Plus your baby's breath, the starting pistol, you know, with the explosive, does the explosive damage. So you'd want to go get mule munchies in that game.
Got a contract.
And you could take stamina up off, or you know, whatever. Or you know, maybe you had mule kick on already, in some version of this, and then you wanted bang bangs on now and double tap, and you didn't need stamina up on, or whatever else. You know, you're using pistol, so you don't think you really need speed cola. I mean, I think you always should use speed cola. But so, anyways. I mean, I think they did a very good job with that. I like the idea of being able to remove it. What if you just buy something wrong by accident? Well, you know, like, I don't know. I mean, it doesn't seem like that's something that you would really do, but what if you're using the Wonder Fizz machine? It's kind of hard to see those bottles, you know, on Origins. It's like, is that double tap? Is that speed cola? You put it on. It's like, oh, it's electric cherry. Like, I don't actually want electric cherry. Maybe you do. You know, whatever. So the ability to remove a perk, I think, was actually a really good idea. It gave you just much more flexibility in-game, and as a solo player, I really love that. If I had, you know, 2 teammates with me at all times, it would be less concerning. I'm just like, well, you guys are going to have to pick up the slack doing such and such because I don't have, you know, this perk on or whatever. And then it's up to you guys to just deal with it. But whatever. Anyhow. For IW, what like my favorite perk? I don't know. I like bang bangs. I mean, I kind of just like the perk jingle as well. I don't know if it's the best perk. I mean, it was good, especially with that game with that starting pistol, the Kendall 44s. You pack a punch that and it turns into the baby's breath. I mean, it was great. Moon, you can remove perks. Could you remove perks in Moon? I never played the BO1 version of that. I only ever played the BO3 Chronicles version. And I don't remember being able to remove perks from there. And if you're talking about with the QEDs, like, I mean, that's a completely different thing, but you can get free perks from using QEDs. QEDs are interesting. Very random kind of a thing. Dude, I don't know what's going on with my voice tonight. We're gonna pack a punch this after we finish this contract. Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh my god! I was trying to jump out of the way and I couldn't. It's taking a long time. I got stuck on that bench. All right, let me clear up these zombies. No, I want to kill him. Thank you. It's always right at the very end, of course. Why wouldn't it be? Alright, whatever. We'll go pack a punch this thing. Oh, you're talking about like your favorite perks and all of this. Moon, you can remove perks with Hacker. Okay. Yeah, the hacking thing was very interesting. The QEDs were very interesting. Just kind of switching things up in a kind of a fun, weird way. Where is... yeah, it's back at the Burger Town, I think. You gonna have enough gas to get over there? I hope so. What is everybody's top? Give me your top, even at least your top map ever, but give me your top 3. Give me your top 3. For me, Origins, I mean, when I'm saying map, I mean, I'm including kind of like the everything of it. So like the Easter egg as well, you know, the weapons, the feel, the kind of the atmosphere of it, everything. For me, it's Origins 1. 2, I actually think, I think I have to put Zombies in Spaceland at 2. It's my most played map by far. Part of that is because of Director's Cut, so you can just be casual and hop on, and you don't have to go real hard. You can just kind of just hop on and have fun, which is great. Still the best Super Easter egg reward ever. It's not even close. And 3, I would go probably have to say DE, but it could be Shadows of Evil from time to time, like that. Like it definitely will change over time. I really want to get an escort contract. I don't want to just do single. I don't want to do single contracts. I mean, these all the time. It just takes longer. We'll get it done. That's the important part. I mean, where are we going? What are we rushing for? Zetsubo no Shima is your favorite all time? DE and Mauer or Totem. Really? Zetsubo's your #1. I actually like Zets. I mean, I came around. I didn't want to mark that. No, okay. Like what?
Got a contract here.
I've told the story before. I mean, you guys are probably bored of it, but yeah, I think honestly, if I was to load up BO3 today, I can't play DE. I can't play Shadows. Like, what are you gonna play? It would be Zets over GK. I don't know. There's something about Garage. Like, I like it. I like it a lot. I mean, I like Revelations a lot too. I mean, there's a reason why it's the best game. I mean, that's before you even take into account, like, BO3 just... It just kind of goes without saying, right? At this point, like, the 5 maps that it came with, you know, throughout its life cycle, right? Then you've got Zombies Chronicles, which has added another, what was it, like 7 maps or something like that? 7? I mean, just fantastic. And then on top of that, you had, you know, the mods. So you got everything from, if you're on PC, you know, you got BO3 modded maps, custom maps. Like, I don't know why they haven't updated that to, like, make it on another game. I mean, I was going to say, a lot of people thought it was going to be Cold War, but I think a lot of people just think that every year it's going to be whatever the next game is, you know, current game. So people thought that about BO4 as well, you know, is what I mean to say, so. I think it's all just wishful thinking. We want them to kind of update that, right? Because custom maps are a lot of fun. They're not the best things. I mean, you know, each individual map, you know, some of them are great, some of them are, nah. Terrible reward. But, hey, whatever. Okay. Let's go do this because we need a car.
Found a contract.
I like Xenos. It's the best map I know. Back of my hand. DD is fun. And Mauer is fun. My favorite. Where the hell am I getting shot from? Oh. Those guys are just so annoying, man. Oh, Cold War is your favorite engine? I think Cold War is a very good engine. It's very smooth. I think that's kind of another reason, honestly, like why a lot of us would have liked to have gotten mod tools for. I mean, I'm not a map maker. I'm not going to make my own stuff, but it just felt very nice to play. The movement, how fluid everything was, like it just felt good. Let's try not to get killed here. But yeah, that would have been nice. I mean, I would love to see. I don't know why they're not doing it. I mean, it was so extremely successful. I mean, is it because they don't make money off of it? Like, I don't know. It would be a shame if that's the reason, you know, like they're not profiting from people making custom maps. But I mean, I know that Treyarch would use that as a kind of launch pad for a lot of people. Like, hey, this is a pretty great map, you know. Come on down and want to interview for a job, kind of a deal. But anyway, I saw you love mantling in your first playthrough. Oh, dude, I absolutely love the mantling. Like, it's just kind of, it's one of those weird things. Like when you play the older games, it still happens to me a lot. When I'm just trying to let me hop over this railing. Let me hop over this railing, and you can't. And it's like, oh right. That was oddly only added in that one game. Like, it's just kind of crazy that you couldn't do it. Yeah, and it just kind of created. It was unfortunate in a sense in Cold War, because Cold War you can be so powerful, and the game is I think it's without question the easiest zombies game we've ever had, as far as, you know, the ability to complete Easter eggs and high rounds and all that kind of stuff. Like, you can make yourself pretty darn powerful in that game. Because we have nothing on it, so might as well. Oh, we can actually go pat this gun as well. So it's just another thing like that you didn't have to plan for now. Like we used to be when you were training zombies and you were kind of going down an alley, or think about like on Shadows of Evil, going up those little stairs, like going toward the boxing gym. You know, you could get caught there if you had them coming from in front of you and behind you. And now that you can mantle, you can just kind of walk right toward them, just kind of zip right over the railing, and which is honestly it's how it should be. It just makes sense, right? Like, if you're going to survive the zombie apocalypse, you can hop over a railing. I mean, you know, it's a little bit stupid. And I do actually love that feature. I'm glad that it's in the game, but it's just one of those things that's like, in that game, it just felt like another thing that was like, oh, this is easy, just got easier. Hey, Phalanx, how you doing, man? Why do contracts jump from 2,000 to 3,000, for example, cargo contract? I'm just doing, I'm getting 10 special kills, elite kills, on for my camo challenge, and then I have literally like, what do you think, like 3, maybe 4 more guys to kill, and then I have Borealis camo. So that's the only reason why we're doing this. It's not about, doesn't matter about getting points or the rewards from it necessarily. I'm literally just trying to get a certain amount of kills on elites, and that's it. We're just camo. So it's pretty basic, and I gotta be honest, part of the reason why we're doing this kind of a stream, I was going to do this anyway soon, but the real reason why I'm doing this tonight is I had about maybe 4 hours of sleep last night, and I woke up before the sun did this morning, and I'm just kind of tired, and this is just a simple kind of straightforward, I can do this. I mean, since we're going to be done with this so soon, I just want to be sure that wasn't the one right there. We might maybe we'll hop on and do like a Zombies in Spaceland or something real quick after. If I could just get one escort contract, we would be done. But it's not going to do that. My camos don't track any fix. I don't know of any SK, man. I'm sorry, dude. Like, period, ever? They haven't ever tracked? Or they're just not doing it? There weren't a couple of days ago, there was an issue. Supposedly, it's fixed. But this game's got a lot of issues, so... I'm not aware of any kind of... If you're having just an overall, it's just always like this, I don't know of a particular fix. Sorry, man. One thing you always need to do, like anytime you're having any kind of an issue, if you're playing on, you're a console player, is restart. Don't turn off and start the console again, but choose the restart function on your console. Always, it really, honestly, helps a lot of problems. Make sure your game is up to date. But like, Other than that, I'm not aware of there being any kind of ongoing issue. Certain ones, I don't know, man. We're getting shot by the mercenary. Was that it? We will. It can only be one or two more. It really can. With the new event with the Walking Dead girl, do we get the skin free? You know what? It hasn't started yet, has it? Like, I think in a few hours or something, it starts. So I haven't checked. I'll look after this game. Remind me after we exfil. And I can look at the event and let you know. Oh, no. Timothy, no. Michonne, you have to buy as a bundle. If you use her character skin while you're doing the specific challenges for the event, you get, like, extra XP. I saw that earlier today. They tweeted it out. So, no, you have to buy it. I believe it's 2,400 COD points as well if you wanted it. We're just going to go to the Expo site, and we can only be like one or two away, and then we have Borealis. And by the way, we're 1 like away from 10. If we could hit that double digit, that massive double digit like goal, I'd appreciate it. Yeah, man, no problem. Yeah, anyway. I don't even know, do you guys know what the challenge is for that part of the event? I did all the other stuff. I had the 4 previous ones, and thank you. We hit the big 10. Yeah. So thank you guys for that. Yeah, I did all the other stuff from the horde, whatever event. The previous 4 challenges. So you collect the bones and all that kind of stuff, and then yeah, that was it. Pretty much just various different kinds of bones. To be honest, I wish they would have added her in the battle pass. Yeah, it would have been nice to not have to pay. I mean, honestly, I'm just glad they had Rick in the battle pass and you didn't have to pay for it, because I definitely would have bought his skin. And then I would have been upset because he's only got like 2 lines in it. Like, I missed my revolver. And then he goes, Michonne! And that's kind of it. That's, I mean, I don't know what that accent was that I just did there, but that's basically all he says. Ever. And if I had spent $20 of real money on that, I'd have been super pissed. I'll be honest. So I'm glad that his skin was in the battle pass. I'm kind of shocked that they did. Is that it? Nope. One more? I really haven't been keeping track. Obviously. Yeah, but so I don't know if they couldn't afford to get him in for like a full day to record. If they were like, hey, look, we got 5 minutes. That's all you're getting with him. Good luck. And so he just shouted Michonne, just right there. Really? I swear to God. And I missed my revolver. That's it. That's all he ever says. Oh, there's... Oh, come here. There's no way. How many more do I need? Come on. So, like, what are they going to have Michonne's? Like, what are her big lines going to be? I was hoping for him to say Carl. I mean, that they didn't have him say that is just, honestly, it kind of boggles the mind. Like, why would you not do that? I mean, it's the one thing that that character is literally known for. It's a meme. Coral? Like, why? It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, just pull it from the old clips. You don't have to have him, like, say it in the studio now. Just get it from the old show. I don't know. I've been rewatching that. I'm on season 4 now. That show was so good, man. And are you guys watching the new show? I haven't started it. I have Hulu Live as my TV option, and wouldn't you know, they don't carry AMC, so I would have to spend $5 a month, which is whatever. It's fine. I don't care. But I kind of wanted to see like reviews come in because I stopped watching The Walking Dead after about season 8-ish, somewhere around there. It just kind of became very predictable. So I didn't know about the new show, like how it would really be. It has me kind of nervous. So I just kind of wanted to start hearing a little bit about it before I decided. Because it would be probably the only show on AMC that I would actually, I mean, AMC has been a good, I mean, this was where Breaking Bad was, Mad Men, all that stuff. It's a good network, but I don't know what they've got on now. Dude, where? I didn't get any spawn in this time? Oh, come on, man. I just wanted to be done with it. Oh, there we go. I hear it. I hear the cannon. Oh, okay. We just lagged our butts off. There we go. Borealis unlocked. Hey, let's go. Celebrate. Okay, that's Borealis. We did it. Yay. He always does really well. He's got other lines. His execution line. Oh, yeah. He says, I'm not the good guy anymore. Yeah, but, I mean, not in Zombies. You don't get to hear that at all, Jalen. He always says he misses a revolver when he has a revolver equipped. Yep. The show changed too much from the comics for most people. I didn't read the comics. I do have some of the comics. And I have read those, but I didn't start with the comics, so... I don't know, like, changing, it wasn't about changes for me. It just got way too predictable. It was literally the exact same beats to every single show. You knew exactly what was going to happen at the beginning, at the first commercial, what was going to happen by the second commercial. Not to who or what necessarily, but you knew they were going to build this up and then they were going to release it, and there was going to be exactly the same beats over and over and over and over and over again. And it was just like, it just took all the tension out of it. I mean, that show, the first few seasons, is just the most, you're so on edge that whole time. And then to just become a complete formula and have no tension at all was just like, okay, it's not that show anymore, so why watch it? I think the no show is good. It's got potential. Okay. I got 16, 36 before the camo, but congratulations. Yeah, appreciate it, man. Thank you. So let's have a look at it. Let's put it on. I mean, the funny thing with this game is you can actually look at you can basically put it on your weapon before you actually, I mean, you can look at it at least. But anyway, it's unlocked. Pop that on. You really can't see much of it there, so let's go to a different gun. Boy. I really hate their menu system. Oh my god, I hate it. There we go. I mean, it's not like a big deal at this point. It was something I wanted to finish. I mean, it looks good. I do really like it. So I'm happy I've got it. But again, it's not like a, oh my god. Now, I'm kind of curious just because this game is weird. Now, I shouldn't have it for this. Okay, I don't. Again, this is the new gun. I haven't upgraded it very much. We saw what I'm at. 13 out of 29. I just was like, I don't know if they would unlock it for literally all that stuff. Hopefully in an update they'll let you keep your camo when you pap like Cold War did. Can you not melee the Pack-a-Punch machine like you did in Cold War? I thought you could. If you just melee the Pack-a-Punch machine before you Pack-a-Punch, it will not change your camo. I thought in this game as well. Yeah, see, like I moved on before he became friends. Like when they were in that little town. Rick had left, and he was in the prison cell underneath whatever, like by himself. And I never saw what happened after that. I didn't know that. Yeah, you just melee the pack-a-punch machine. I don't think you have to do it like every time before you do it. I think you just do it once at the beginning that you don't want it to change, and then it stays, as far as I'm correct. As far as I know, because I think if you melee it again, it would actually then remove. You know what I mean? Like it's like you melee it, so you keep your camo, and then you go to double pack-a-punch, and then you melee it again, and we're like, well, actually, no, I want the second pack. You're taking off what you know. You get what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm confusing myself. Okay, so that's that. Oh, the challenge. Yeah. Cryptid boot camp. There we go. Oh, I don't know. It starts at 15 hours, so we won't know until then. Fight the dead, fear the living. Earn XP to unlock exclusive rewards. Equip the Maschine operator from the Tracer Pack, the Walking Dead Maschine bundle for a boost. So you get a little bit more XP if you use her bundle, which again is in the store. It doesn't say anything other than that. Earn XP is just kind of very general speaking. Like, I don't know. And again, we did all of that stuff. We got the kill shot skin. They doubled it up there for whatever reason. I don't know why. What is this? Rogue Signal is a competitive public event that pits all squads against each other to complete a challenge. Top 3 squads will receive coordinates to a valuable crate that contains a wonder weapon. What is this? I wouldn't mind Negan as a skin. Yeah, it wouldn't be bad. He would probably have some great lines. I'm guessing over 1 million XP is needed. I have no idea. What is Rogue Signal? Is that something that is going on now? Is that a multiplayer thing? The power-up system for Modern Warfare Zombies is making its way into Warzone. Oh, okay. Supporting several existing as well as 3 brand new ones. Undead Site, Looting Sprees, and Core? Eradication. Limited time contract. Track down and destroy the sources of infestation in these zombie nests to draw out and eliminate the high-value target to earn valuable rewards. Rogue Signal is for Warzone. Okay, thank you. I thought, I was like, oh man, did they just leak something here by accident? Like, are we getting a sneak peek at something that's coming up? Of course not. So, yeah, so we don't know what this is yet, other than it just says earn XP, but, I mean, who knows what the hell, you know, that actually is. We go to the store. Again, there's her bundle. It's 2,400 points, which is $20 US to convert it there. That's the skin. This is what she looks like.
Stupid gets you killed.
I can barely hear something about getting killed. Don't you get me killed? Something like that, maybe. She got a sword. I mean, the character looks pretty good. Walking Dead camo for it's in the Tracer blueprint. That's for the MCW. Well, this says longbow sniper rifle, but that does not look like a sniper to me. I mean, that looks like an SMG. Okay. Now this would be cool. Like having the, I mean, it's not going to be like a full samurai sword. You're not going to have that full length, but like the Kadachi swords are like basically half size. That's kind of cool. It's kind of a little bit cheesy that it just plain old says The Walking Dead on it, but I mean, I guess. The ray gun, 2 shots are on there. We're going to get 20 shots. So not surprised they didn't add her weapon as a new weapon. I have it for a refresher though. That would have been kind of cool, actually. It's the longbow sniper, but okay. They hacked it up. I mean, okay. A sticker. Rick? That looks like Carl. I don't know what that says, what the characters say. A decal. For the ones who live, it's just advertisement. That's her finisher there, which is actually pretty badass. It looks pretty great. And these are her. You remember her introduction where she, she cut off the arms of the zombies and the jaw and cut out the teeth so they couldn't bite her, and it kept other zombies away. And she would lead them around on leashes. It was her boyfriend, and who was the other guy? I don't remember. It was like her ex-boyfriend and some other dude. I don't remember who the other guy was. But that's like the little charm on her keychain. And her brother? Was it a brother? I think it's got the conversion code. Brother? I don't know, man. I don't remember. I don't think it was a brother, but I don't remember, to be honest with you. Anyway, that's that. So, I mean, we're just at over an hour. What do you guys want? What do you want me to do? Should I do? Okay, we'll do one Easter egg. We'll do either Zombies in Spaceland or we'll do Maschine. So, which one? But I do not feel like playing this game anymore. I got to be honest with you. I'm kind of bothered by it lately. Maschine. It really just, God, they're just. I mean, I've already gone over all the stuff, reasons why lately. So so many issues that they just have not addressed. I mean, like your camo challenge is not tracking. Like I said, when you do the cargo contract, that placard doesn't show up to where you're actually supposed to go. That happens about maybe not 50% of the time, but probably like 35% of the time. When you're doing that contract, it just doesn't show up. The game's crashing. Again, what I told you what happened to my buddy earlier today. He lost golden armor. He lost an ether blade. He lost the dog bone. He lost 2 double pap crystals. He lost 2 legendary ether tools. Just gone. I lost a whole bunch of stuff earlier today too. Monday when the game was crashing, which I didn't realize until it crashed on me. It was before they put anything out on Twitter letting us know. I had, because your stash size is so small, I don't know. You want me to use a PPSH? Okay. Yeah, so I had to keep stuff on me in my backpack, and then literally just in the middle of my game, the whole thing just shut down. Just, boop, it just stopped. And I lost an ether blade. I lost golden armor. I lost a legendary tool, and I think it was I think it was a double pap crystal, to be honest with you. I don't think it was flawless. I think it was a double pap crystal. But, it's so frustrating, man. Like, again, that's why I made that 0 to hero, like, starting with literally nothing. I didn't even have a gun on. I didn't have tacticals. I didn't have grenades and nothing. I just was like, I'm just going to start with 0 and see what I can, what I can do.
Investigate the site. Contain the threat.
Because, like, all of my my characters had, like, nothing left on them. We got, this is the Dark Aether, so like the Borealis of this game. I really like it. It's good looking. I'll take that. Actually, we're gonna need it later, so that's good. There we go.
Am I right in saying this place was some sort of secret, evil Nazi science project?
Hello.
Correct.
Greg.
And now it's happening again.
I was watching that.
The outbreaks we're encountering can be traced back here. Find a way in, team.
Look, something I can't see that word there. Me, you went live at 8:10. So, what now? Speaking of poorly designed, that stupid heart in the bottom right-hand corner of the chat. Why did they do that? It's just so dumb. It's right over words in the chat. I don't know why I'm actually using the PPSH right now. Sniping, getting more points. I usually get around 14 grand, somewhere around 7-ish, at the end of round 7, something like that. We'll go. Oh, you know what? People are gonna lose their minds if I don't change the title. Okay, title change. People can't complain. Turn off rampage inducer. I didn't turn it on.
I relish the
You know what? Tonight actually feels like a good night for a friggin' meatball sub. No burrito. Ooh. I mean, I'm not gonna be able to by the time I'm done. But that's what it feels like. Okay, who that is here right now wants to play Modern Warfare 3 Zombies on stream with me and doing the Red Worm during this week? I'd be around the same time that I stream around 5 p.m. Pacific time, because I really want to bang that out like a bunch of times, man. Just like keep doing it. And meatballs before
I
lunch.
will not tire of.
Well, there's a pizza place that I haven't tried. It's fairly new, down the street from me, and I'd rather do that. Like, I don't want to go to Subway again. Subway, like, it's whatever. Subway hits a spot when you're just like need it quick and just whatever. It's fine. You know exactly what you're gonna get, and it's not necessarily bad, but it sure as shit ain't good either. You know what I mean? But I want to give this place a shot. See how it is. Nice double. Be careful, you don't want to.
I am.
I know you're referring to what we did the other day.
Enemy casualty. I relish the opportunity.
But that was very weird too, because it did, like, again, starting with BO4. I don't why. I really need to stop saying that. Again. I don't know why. It's because I know I repeat myself. But there's a delay. There's supposed to be a delay from when you actually knife the zombie till the stuff spawns in, which they started with BO4, and then on Forsaken the other day. I'm always a little bit weird about that game though, because again, I just did it again. I swear to God, it's like a tick. I can't stop. When I would melee, it would like whip me around. Not even like locking onto, or maybe that's what it was doing, but it didn't know what was in front of me. Even though there was a zombie in front of me, it would just kind of whip me around, like on like a 40/40 sensitivity or something.
I could cut you
Which is, obviously I don't play on that, so like something was going on. Something was weird about at least that first game. I don't know. I'm able to do the Red Worm as long as I'm not busy. Okay. All right, we can go at the end of round 6. We did pretty well with the points.
Do you even know what I'm capable of?
Is that it?
So many pointless lives and deaths.
Okay, let's go. All right, Samantha, relax. She's very intense, Samantha. I mean, she's German. I don't know how they are a little bit. Woohoo. Okay, put that down. There. Put this over here. Good jug. Have a jug of dark tonight. love perk jingles, man. It's just such a, it's a small little thing
Maybe
that,
there's some sort of
it's just a
arcade
nice little
sensor-based
touch that they
door
did.
system.
Like, it's just
Perhaps
fun.
those were very popular
I
in
like it.
secret Nazi bases.
Might have been my bad Wi-Fi. It probably was, to be honest with
Judging from the
you.
creature's
But,
transformation,
you know,
the Nazis
we
were
it
doing
wasn't
without
letting
what they
it,
fully
you
understand.
join off of me, so we had to do it that way.
Decided to pick up where they left off.
That's the other thing with Xbox, man. It happened to be like the guy that I've been telling you guys I've been playing zombies with. There was like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, maybe now. For whatever reason, just flat out could not hear him in my, or rather, he couldn't hear me. When we go into Xbox chat, just I could hear him. Another guy that we were in the same chat with, he heard me just fine, but he just couldn't hear me. I mean, electronics, man. It's the whole thing with, like, you know, Mitchell, like, you couldn't. Apparently, the whole stream, and nobody said anything to me, by the way, which nothing I would have been able to do about it, but like how your voice didn't turn up on that. The one time that again, Eric played a few times, a couple of times, heard him loud and clear. The other time, no, didn't change the setting. Again, I've not touched anything on my Streamlabs. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Man, there's little gremlins in the electronics, and the entire world runs off of this stuff now. And just think of all the little issues I have sitting here, like, oh my god, we're doomed. We are doomed. Oh yeah, I was using C53 with 60 round jump, so I had much more. I don't want that. We're gonna get this here. And we're gonna get that there. So there. Get some of that there. A little ammo. Restart the game, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's just weird. Like, why that stuff happens in the first place, just, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. Sure, we'll take that. I don't think they should have made monkeys craftable. Like, it just used to, there's no reason to hit the box in this game, ever. Like, maybe to get the ray gun. That's it. Or you're trying to get the wonder weapon without crafting it, but none of the wonder weapons in this game are particularly hard to, like, the quest for it, none of them are hard. And since you bring into the game whatever gun you want, it's going to be the best gun that, you know, you can have, other than the wonder weapon. It's the only reason to hit the box, is so you don't have to build the wonder weapon. Because you don't need to get monkeys anymore. Which, you know what? In a way, I'm okay with, because I don't like luck factoring into my gameplay too much. And with that, obviously, you have to get lucky to get that. It's like playing Revelations, where you need, again, when we're playing solo, and again, oh, I don't know why I say that. You know, you need the Apothecon server. You literally have to have it. You have to get little Arnie's. You don't need the Thunder Gun, but you really want the Thunder Gun. All these kinds of things, like, it's like playing Moon, man. Moon is a great map until you try to do the Easter egg, and then you need to get the wave gun. Then you need the Gersh devices. Then you need the QEDs. Then you need the Gersh devices again. And I have gone literally dozens of rounds waiting to get the one thing I need, and I just can't get it. And, like, you just can't do the Easter egg now. And that sucks. I don't think that much luck should be involved in ever doing an Easter egg. But whatever. PlayStation has more issues than PlayStation. PlayStation, how they do their whole thing is a nightmare. Like, it's so bad, it's incomprehensible. As a streamer, it's so bad, and it's been a known issue for years and years and years in multiple console generations. That they haven't fixed it is mind-boggling. But anyway, we're not on that, so. Probably should have just. Put dead wire on, but whatever, it's okay. I have a SHTF gun, so I'm good if we're doomed. I have no idea what that means. The only hard.
There's a large radiation signature headed your way.
Yeah, but I mean, once you know how to do it, it's fine.
Vaguely.
EKIA.
Oh yeah, what is the new
So, the creature is still alive.
Sure it
It's
was.
just, well, there's two of them now. Also, you made it even more pissed off.
Mitchell, what the hell are you on about today?
You are the one who can fear me.
Oh, let's go do this now. Maybe we can. I don't know. We haven't killed a lot of zombies. Maybe we can do it in one go. I doubt it, but we'll see. Might as well put undead wire. Shit hit the fan. You have a shit hit the fan gun. Okay. This is still my favorite map, by the way, in this game. I like it better than MWIII. I just do. I like that it's for the outside of Nox original. It's not just reused from other stuff, so I really do like that part of it. And I don't know, it's just honestly probably there is like a nostalgia aspect to it as well, just from when the the game came out and like, oh man, is that you're doing the first Easter egg hunt on the brand new game? Like, oh boy, what's it gonna be like? What's it gonna be like? And I think it's actually a pretty decent Easter egg to do, like the 4 elemental upgrades, pretty good. The whole story with Orlov, like, it's not bad. Ties into, exactly the whole cutscene, what they showed you. This isn't going to be enough zombies. I mean, it's definitely not. Let's just...
Get down, Agni.
On your first playthrough of the map, you were so sure that the new
I will
Easter
fill
egg?
many graves this day.
No. Oh, the bomb downstairs. Yeah. Like, I thought you were talking about like an actual nuke. In the bomb room. Yeah, I figured it was going to be like Attack of the Radioactive Thing, like at the end where you bring it down to the beach. Yeah, I thought you were talking about like the nuke power up that I just picked up, like that kind of a nuke. No. Yeah, the bomb downstairs, I mean, is a massive bomb in a Call of Duty game. You would think it's going to have something to do with what's going on. And it turns out, no, it didn't. Just there because it looks cool. I certainly was waiting for Megaton to spawn. Released, I'm not paying attention. Come on, fella. Oh, I got 2 monkeys now. I just noticed. I made a short about the shockwave. I haven't made a short in a while, which is I should. I don't know, man. It's just like whatever. Okay, don't kill them all. Get this guy in the window. We're good.
Oh, of course. Leave it to the Nazis to create a weapon
All right.
that literally spells out
What's the first
die.
step? Because I don't remember.
I think they even knew they were the baddies.
Okay. So what do we need to do? We need to start going into the Dark Aether. We need to get the what do you call it? The Who's the what's it's the ether scope? Ether scope. Let's go to the computer room. The lab, whatever it's called. I'm genuinely not remembering at the moment. Is there a timer? I don't remember. The parts of the dark ether. Yeah, for the ether scope. Yep. But don't you have to like try to interact with this at least once or something?
Welcome back, Dr. Vogel.
Welcome back. Or we just have to look for the correct spot. Maybe it won't spawn until the next round. And we'll start getting some perks. Oh, it's here. So it should be on the plane first, then? If it was the swamp? Right? I don't remember. Then finding the ghost, and then I think you need to go. Yeah. We'll get it out, we'll get it out. Oh, let's bring a dog to the weapons lab, fill up the gas canister. This gun's got a lot of ammo. No, you don't. You don't need to do that first. You can. It'll suck up the gas. And then you just need to put the gas canister in, and it'll hold the gas for you.
Looks like our strike team found part of a device. Any idea what it is?
Then you're ready for boss fight? Okay, let's do it.
Looks like a component from a data collector. Perhaps End Station created it in order to explore the other dimension.
Where you going, dog? See how it gets sucked up?
Mine, however.
Let's get ourselves some speed cola, because it's good to be speedy. That, honestly, speed cola is one of my, you were talking about favorite perks from before, like speed cola is definitely one of them. It's just the difference between not having it and it's so night and day. And then I've mentioned before when I talk about like my favorite weapons, non-Wonder Weapon weapons in Call of Duty Zombies history. Number one is the Dingo from BO3, and when you have that thing pack-a-punched and you have speed cola on, like the reload speed on that and the sound and the clicking, it's just so satisfying. It's just click, click, boom. It's like it's done. It's just awesome. I really love it. Knock that down. Suck this thing up. Scratch my nose because itch. Let's go ahead and just open that now. I'm gonna put that. I can't do it there yet, obviously. We can go put the gas down. 26. I might as well open the door. We get more points later.
That container's filled up with that gas coming off those poor dogs.
Hey, what do you know, Dr. Gray?
Oh, I can only imagine the smell.
And then before we can actually do the first one, we're going to have to, well, we could get the thing, but before we can actually shoot the stuff, we have to go and talk to the ghosts.
Nova 5.
Okay, so that's ready.
If the Nazis weaponized it for close combat, can't imagine it's as lethal as Nova 6. Maybe hold your breath when firing, just in case.
Is it going to make me flip around, I think, before we can do that? 2, can't get to 3 yet, so that's a bit of a bummer. No. What do you call it? So it'll spawn there? Well, they made a few quality of life changes. I remember when they didn't mandate the correct spawns for the rift for the parts you needed. You still have to get the correct portals. Does it spawn in? No, that's for the wrench
Do
stuff.
you know who I am?
So I think still. Oh, I don't know. I thought. I can't remember. Why is it? It's been a while. Let me just try it again. I don't know if that's the. I don't think you have to. Maybe. I can't remember if you needed to try it to activate the portal. I don't remember.
Contact.
I know to get like a new one to spawn in, you need to get like, I think it's 25 kills or at least flip around. But I thought it was like 25 kills. But we're gonna go back up topside and check. See what's what. It's not spawning in, so that's the only thing we need right now, I believe, right? To do. It's not up there. I don't know. It's not out there. Oh, I have to build the stupid ether scope. Oh my god, I got the parts, I didn't build it. I'm a dumbass. I don't know what it is about that step, but I always forget the ether scope parts, man. Yes, but if you start these the portals, the spawn location you need for Vogel, electric bolt, blah, 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 of the portal. I mean, the ones that spawn in a particular location is for the particular thing, which, as far as I know, still is like standard in order to get the next bit. So, okay, reload.
It's our lucky day, strike team. We have new orders from the director. We are to shut down the dimensional breach in an effort to contain the spread. Suggestions?
At the beginning.
I think a complete shutdown of the particle accelerator would sever the link between the two realities. But how to do that?
Like the clues they give you in this game were so like they're so. Oh, I didn't grab the diary. They were actually so on the nose and so specifically like accurate that I just when it first came out, I was like, okay, I was giving it way too much credit for being this like kind of anomalous, weird, ethereal clue that's blah blah blah. And oh, actually, buddy, can you come out this way? And it was really just not at all. It was very straightforward. I was like, kind of threw me off at just how straightforward it was. Like, this is a cool skybox. Like, this is why I like this map more than any other map in this game. Can you shoot that for me, pal? Ow! I don't really want to do that. Did he hit me in Ether Trap? Son of a bitch. Why can I not sprint? Junior, can you help with bad signal mission? Drop you some stuff. Not at the moment, man. Sorry. Which one's bad signal, by the way? What? Oh, I gotta get it. I'm in the middle of doing an Easter egg, man. stupid thing on here. It just doesn't sit right over. I miss round based. Invincible and ether shroud, just invisible. I can't wait for this fall, man, when we get a new map. Well, I mean the new game, of course, but.
Raptor 1 is nearby, strike team. Exfil window is short.
Oh, I'm so excited for it. Even if it is as basic as Cold War, I don't know. I mean, I'm still gonna like it. It's not gonna be. If it is, it won't have that chance to really go to the next level. Like it would never get to a BO3 type level type place.
By the looks of it, it was built specifically for the undead. But why? An attempt to restore brain functionality? Perhaps an effort to create a more docile, obedient creature.
Alright, let's go get... Oh, no. Whatever. If I was a military commander, that would be a hard no if someone said zombies. I'm not going in there. That one we'll go get to here. I think we just... Wait, I don't remember if that one is. For the... Oh boy. I don't think we ended the round though, that's good.
Chemical freezing agent. Weaponized liquid nitrogen. Not bad, that.
You know something?
Exfil window's gone. I'll let you know when the next one's available.
I'll switch back. Just because I know it's not, at least it didn't used to be this way. But when you would go to, you know how you have to suck up the essence from the crystals?
Take it to the grave.
When I've tried to do it the last, I don't know, lately, whatever, I'll just say lately. When I've tried to suck up the souls from the crystals, whatever you want to call it, like right here. If I have a, you know, like an upgraded version of the shockwave, it won't let me. And I know for a fact that it used to, so I don't know if that's, I don't know if that's a change, I don't know if that was an issue or whatever, something's different. Okay, so it's not the crystals this time, it's the fire. It shoots fireballs. That's what Major Carver says. We can run out to the property. That's where it's gonna be. Oh, I need let's get stamina up on. That's why I'm like, why am I so slow? Gotta have goddamn stamina up on.
What do you think the Soviets are planning, Weaver? Given where the breaches have occurred, they must have exposed themselves to considerable risk.
In truth, Dr. Gray, we don't know much about Omega Group. A contact of mine, Max's, has been investigating them before she went off-grid. I hope they haven't found her.
This ammo unleashes a fiery blast that... Well, it pretty much just fights fire with fire.
Oh, it's there now. That's awesome. Okay, I'm gonna just taking it off just to be sure. You know what? Let's try it. I want to see if it'll work. I don't know if it was just bugged before or something was wrong. We'll see. We're about to find out. Oh, I got an itch. Itch like that. She got an itch like that. Oh. Oh, it's working this time. Okay, great. Can you not? Can you? Well, let me shoot the thing though. Maybe that was it. I don't remember, man. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, it works. Never mind. Great, 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 great. Don't have to worry about it. All right. Let's finish this one up, and then we are. Whoa, hey. We'll get this one over here. Go down the tunnel over here. And up this way over here. Sorry. Yeah, okay. All right, we're good to go, and then, geez, we're almost done, actually. Yeah. I don't know, like it's nice that it's not BO4 level, like way too many steps. I mean, I think BO4 just has too many steps, man. I like BO4 a lot. It's just a lot of steps all the time. But this sometimes stupid. You just feel like, maybe it's a little too quick. Well, we still have a couple of steps to go. We still have a couple of steps to go. You have the route planned out much better than me. I mean, really, it's just about taking that the thing up. But it costs you $500 every time you use it. That's the bad part of it.
The longer you hold the trigger, the more powerful your lightning blast becomes.
Proceeding with initialization. Warning. Initialization interrupted. Decontamination agent not found.
Wait a minute, wait. If you restore brain functionality, stay with me here, to the correct subject. That subject could then help us deactivate the accelerator.
That's quite a leap there, Weaver. But not entirely out of the question. Yeah, you know what? That could do it.
Alright, let's do it. If I have to relearn Morse code shorthand for Go for it, I'm writing. It'll be bullshit. I can't believe that it let you type that word in the chat. Yeah, I don't ever want another Morse code step, ever. I mean, it's super hard at this point. Like, creating various ciphers / codes / all this kind of stuff. It's very hard. No, it's fine. It's fine. I just didn't know it'd be able to put it through.
That is no aquarium, Kalashnik. Look more like a gas chamber.
You know, it's really hard to make steps that are enigmatic and difficult, yet make sense at the same time. They're rational. They're comprehensible. They can be like, when you know the solution, you go, oh yeah, that makes sense. It's very hard to do that on a consistent basis over and over and over again, especially when you're talking about millions of people playing the game, and all trying to work at it at the same time and sharing information across Reddit, Twitter, Discord, and blah 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 blah. It's really hard to kind of keep a secret, as it were, I guess. So anyway, it's just kind of like, I mean, I don't envy them their position, but at the same time, like, that's the job. So I guess, you know what you're signing up for when you do it. But like when you find out, like, especially with like Jason Blundell, the stuff that he was kind of into and his knowledge of things, his kind of areas of study and what he's it is not just him, but he's really kind of a brilliant guy, kind of shockingly with all these things. So I don't know. Oh, by the way, did you guys see the David Bondahar? He posted on Twitter a couple days ago. You know, he's gonna tease what he's working on next, and then it was this like a 14-second video or so that it's just like of the side of a barn, and it just kind of played on a loop.
I don't know. Do any of them look particularly knowledgeable?
I'd love to hear your thoughts because I really don't have anything thoughts on it. So I need just a split megaton now, right? Oh, I have this. Let's save that. That's all I need to do now, right? Is a split megaton, I think. They traded Cthulhu for ancient gods and storyline. I mean, it wasn't the broadside of the barn, but that would be, I mean, honestly, no, I don't think so. I wouldn't be surprised, by the way, if it's another first-person shooter, but maybe a new anti-cheat. No, it's going to be a game he's working on, because he's no longer with Treyarch, so. I mean, in my wildest dreams, I was hoping that he and Blundell, since they're no longer, both of them are no longer at their respective studios, like, they would get back together and recreate the BO3 magic. I mean, I think BO4 was pretty great too. Like, I think, speaking of creating Easter eggs and how hard it is and all that kind of stuff, I think that's kind of why BO4 got so out of hand with all the amount of steps and everything. Was just like the community at large. It's just so many people working on these Easter eggs all the time. It's just, how do you do something that's unsolvable? You know what I mean? Or not unsolvable, but just difficult. That, again, it has to make sense though in some kind of way. Although you want it to make sense, there's plenty of steps that don't really make sense. I mean, like the bone stuff on Revelations. It makes sense, but it's not like, you can't even see that stuff, dude. That ever, even to this day, was found is kind of a miracle, and I think a lot of that. I mean, people, that Easter egg hunt went on for what, 11 days, I think? And people were literally just trying to do anything at that point, just shooting everything on the map that they could shoot. Beautiful storyline was great. Animation sucks. Disappeared. The DLC game was subpar. HUD sucked. There wasn't too much on it. It was just ugly, and like the stupid floating bar at the bottom, like it just didn't. It just looked horrible, I thought. For me. Storyline, yes, fine. Animation, yeah, I mean, I don't know, supposedly because of budget cuts or whatever, but I call BS on that, man. Sorry. I mean, they I'm not saying they didn't cut the budget. I'm saying they had the budget to do it, and it was just greed that kept them from animating it. And that's what Activision, comes down from on high. That's not Blundell or any of those guys going, nah, maybe we just won't animate. We just kind of do like a drawing kind of a thing. Like, there's no way, no chance, because that was really the end of the Aether story. So there's no way they would have just like chosen to do that on their own.
That's really all you have?
So that's very unfortunate. I mean, again, we're talking about a company that makes billions. When people say, it drives me nuts when people say, they're a billion-dollar company. They're not a billion-dollar company. They're a multi-billion-dollar company. I mean, they were bought for 69 million,
Not over.
69 billion, excuse me, dollars. Like
Like lambs to slaughter.
many billions, many billions, not billion-dollar company. $69 billion company, or 70, whatever it was, 79 billion, however much it was. Every Ether map was a remake, and we wanted the original maps. Well, easy on the Wii. I mean, I would prefer original maps. I'm not. I don't want the remake stuff. The chaos stuff was very good. That's all I'll say. And they should have stuck with that.
Subject acquired.
Ups a daisy.
Awaiting second subject.
How did you not get? Okay. I almost killed the zombies. I'm glad I didn't. But how did he not? How did he walk across that? Like, it's not even possible to not go under. Okay. Whatever. It's all right. Well, it doesn't really start anything, does it?
Commencing primary function. Decontamination in progress.
Also, I kind of want a card game
next
from
to
the
Windows
Korean
up.
War, World War One. I do not want World War One. I don't want to go back in time. Korea, Vietnam, no, still. I prefer present or future. I'm the types of weapons are just. We've seen them all so many times. I don't have any love for weapons and like, oh my god, I can't believe we got the M1 Garand again. Like, oh yeah. I don't care. Make up something brand new. I'm not also crazy about like energy weapons and laser weapons all the time either, but I don't know, whatever. Okay, so we're going to pack a punch our wonder weapon here.
This isn't over. Get after him now.
I'm gonna get some perks. Wait a minute. Why is he? What the hell? Why is there a megaton here?
Confirming kill.
I have never had a megaton spawn after that step.
Watching this.
Just gonna hose him down. I'm not using my ether shroud. Screw you. Whoa! I just flew up those stairs, literally. What the hell's going on, man?
Death is all.
Yeah, I mean, we got 170 rounds. We're gonna use it.
Exfil option closed. Raptor 1 will be back.
Oh, I gotta remember, I don't have any armor right now. Ooh, Jesus. I am literally one hit. No. Dude, the aim assist is nuts.
Die. That is all you are good for. Kill.
They need to tone down the gosh darn aim assist in zombies, man. It is wild. Okay, I killed the other half down here, I guess. I wanted to. I was hoping he would drop some armor for me. All right, whatever.
We're sure as shit not gonna find him in the darkness.
Language, please,
Well,
Weaver.
he was once human. Maybe there's something around here.
All right,
Something from his past. Something to help him remember who he was.
do we double pap or do we just get perks? What do you say, double pap or perks? Everybody vote. One more round for Wonder, please. Perks? Okay, so I can afford.
One less to worry about.
Do I want anything else before we go? I mean, we don't need it, right? We can just do this. Done it a bajillion times already. Yellow. Okay. Slow as that. Getting in my way in the door.
Anomaly detected. Processing.
My son, little Katya, I know you cannot hear
My
me.
son, gotcha.
Ask you, give me strength.
Little baby.
Soon as giving me my orders, I am to restart that infernal machine. In this, I have no say. It is my duty. When it is reactivated, I do not know what will happen. That information is considered very much above my rank, but considering the precautions the others now take, I must face the possibility that I may never see you again.
You know what? I was actually thinking about this earlier today. Was it today? I think it was.
I hope that will change.
I would really like them to reissue the old Call of Duty Zombies comic book that they put out, the series. Spitters? Who the hell is Spitters, man? What's up, Cole? How are you today, man? What's up with the return to Cold War? I did the, all I had was 2 weapons to do, 2 melee weapons to finish Borealis camo on Cold War. I mean, on MW3. Do I need anything else? I don't think so. And it was only, I mean, I dragged it out to an hour. We could have done it in one game easily, but, so I didn't want to just leave it at that. So just decided to, we'll do this, or I left it up to the chat. We either do this or Zombies in Spaceland, and this was chosen, so.
Familiar to me.
Pretty much, yeah.
Years past, they were my senior, my family. I came here.
I think Eric's like super happy that you do, because he's like, he gets to take a break. He's just like, screw it, I'm just gonna kick back at this and then have to deal with all the actual chatting, just have it as background noise. Mostly I play video games on my day off from work. Nice. I mean, yeah, I really like the Maschine. I really do. This is my favorite map on this game. Not even close, to be honest with you. I love this map. And Zombies in Spaceland is my number 2 all time, so. Eric, you're only mod. Who you chasing? I guess.
Remarkable. Its brain functionality has been restored enough to recall its former self.
Fell down.
Mary Shelley would have something to say about this.
Deactivate the accelerator 21 strike team. If that thing can't do it, why is it time?
Enemy down.
Molotovs actually would be great here. I usually take in Molotovs. I guess I forgot. This time. Dude, I love doing that. That's why I put PhD on in this map. That's the only reason why I put PhD on in this map. Is to get up here for just this one spot where he goes, and I can drop down and blow these guys up. I heard a drop. Thought I heard a drop. Hey man, you dick. You a double dick. Alright, let's go get some armor. Got the first one done? Okay. Leave anything good behind. So over here, you're gonna spawn right under. Why is he affected by my dead wire? Lay into this dude. Picked up something down there. I'm not sure what it was, but we picked up something. Full armor. Okay. Double pat. That's 2. Can you get out there? Monkey bombs away!
Monkey bomb is on. Draw them in, blow them up.
Look at the happy little monkey. Ah! Shoot. Why are you guys still shooting me? Why didn't you disappear? You're supposed to go boom when the whole place goes boom. That was weird. I don't think well, I don't know. Kind of like the mega bomb dropping their cash.
That's all I need to hear.
Oh,
Raptor 1 is
we gotta
inbound.
make our way.
Team. Get the hell out of there.
Okay. Jump. Jump. Slide. It's like the electric slide. And we're good.
Raptor 1 at the LZ.
I don't like how big it feels compared to other maps. Stuff like that. This map? You don't like how big it feels? Big it feels? I don't think this map feels very big at all. I mean, Mauer feels way bigger than this. Like, way bigger than this. Forsaken's pretty small. It's, like, deceptively small because you're going to the different sections. But even Firebase Z, I don't know. Oh, that's weird. I don't know how it does that. You can leave. I know. Thanks, man. I've done this Easter egg before, Mitchell. Believe it or not. I just looked. Wish we had 1 or 2 more maps to flesh out Cold War. That would have been pretty great, Cole. Like I was talking about this earlier. I think right a little bit before you got here. We got Die Maschine, right, and that was November. I think the game came out. So in November, and then before season 2 even landed, it was in like season 1.5 or something. So in January. We got Firebase Z, and they're giving us a new map early. So I think that set a lot of people off, including myself, thinking like, oh, they have like it's a BO4 situation where they've got a lot of maps planned for this year, so they're just going to kind of roll them out a little bit early. And again, if it happens something along the lines this year, because remember they've had an extra year to get ready for this. For this game, if it's the situation where they have like 3 maps ready at launch, I really hope they just give us one. Just give us one. A month later, give us another one. Another month later, give us another one. Don't forget the seasons, man. The whole season thing is just kind of ridiculous anyway. Or, I mean, do it on season 1.5, you know. Well, see, now here's the thing. So the game releases, that's technically preseason. And it's coming out in October this year. We're getting it a little bit early because, for many reasons, it doesn't matter. But sometimes it's October, sometimes it's November. Usually it's November. This year it's going to be October. So give us that map. And there's also, I forgot about this. Oh my God. there was the rumors going around last fall, summer, that we're going to get early access. You know how they do the campaign early access? They're talking about Zombies early access coming up this year. So, and they were even saying, like, we're not talking a week, we're talking weeks early. It's another thing that has me kind of thinking, like, they might have a lot of maps. Like, I should temper what I mean when I say a lot. More than 5. Not like 10. They're not going to give us 10 maps, but they could have, like, more than 5. Which means every 2 months, on average, we would get a new map. Wait for the 2024 Treyarch game? Yeah, for this year, coming up, the Treyarch game this fall, it was rumored, it's not a guarantee, but it was rumored that we were going to get early access to Zombies. Now, just like we've been doing with the last couple of years with the campaign. But then, even if it was like, let's just even say it was a week, although it's been rumored that it's like we're talking about potentially weeks early access. Weeks, plural, early access. So you're thinking like, okay, remember when Cold War came out? We got access to this map the night before. So it was like 12 hours before the Easter egg released. We were able to play this map. No Easter eggs on it whatsoever. You could just go in. Nothing was activated. No Easter eggs were active. But you could go onto the map and check it out. So even, again, we're going to go back to just the theory that maybe we'll get it 1 full week early. Is there any chance that they would have us play a map for a full week without an Easter egg on it? I would say no. Because it's going to be kind of boring if you're just playing on a map with no Easter eggs whatsoever. If it's like if it's like a literal knocked, it's just, well, you can go high rounds if you want. That's all there is to do. It doesn't seem likely to me at all. And then if you extend it out 2 weeks, literally plural, there's absolutely no way that we wouldn't be getting an Easter egg at launch, or during that early access period. Let's just say during that early access period. So that is very exciting. I mean, I'm really trying to kind of pull back and not get too excited about this, because I got excited about Modern Warfare Zombies at the beginning because I do think it's a fun mode, and they've kind of fucked us really since the initial 3 acts came out. That was very fun. That was very good. All that stuff. And then basically at season 1.5, I think it was, when they ruined Tier 3, they just kind of ruined the whole game. And there's been crashing issues and all kinds of stuff. I mean, there was crashing issues before that too, but I think the game got much worse since it's come out. They don't want us to just enjoy the game. They don't want us to play the game very often. They just kind of screwed it over, but it made it not good. Hey, I'm 100% playing Zombies as soon as possible, so unless you're going to play with subs, I might not watch live very much. What do you mean? When the game comes out, or are you talking about tonight? Like, I mean, go ahead and play. Or tonight, or when the game comes out, I don't know. I was actually thinking about that today, too. I might try to put a crew of you guys together, like it's going to be 3 people, that can play 100% at launch, although I don't know about that. I'm not sure. I might try to do it solo. I might not even stream it right away. I don't know. There's a lot of things to think. There's a lot of things to think about. The normals. The only reason Cold War even released with 1 map is because of the short time frame, plus COVID taking over the world. Right about that, I'm just going to take it with a grain of salt. Yeah, Cole, I'm taking it with a grain of salt as well, because as of now, it's just a rumor, so we're just talking about what potentially could happen. Now, there's a couple of things about that. I don't know about the early access stuff. That's kind of a little bit weird to me. The thing that makes me think maybe they would do that, and it's also the same thing that makes me think maybe / hopefully there will be like 6 maps or something that we're going to get this year, is that we have been getting screwed over on zombies, even really kind of even with Cold War. And it's not really any fault of their own, meaning Treyarch's. It was, like you were mentioning, the worldwide pandemic. People were working from home. It's very hard to, like the amount of crunch time that they put in the last year, really even, leading up to a game's release, it's kind of incredible. And doing all that stuff from home, making sure everything worked, because you got to remember, there really weren't any major issues with this game, zombies-wise at least. There was the Xbox issue with Maschine where you literally could not do the Easter egg at the end. You had to use Aether Shroud to teleport through the barrier before it was lifted, or the game would crash in the middle of it. It was always when he was going from the first station to the second station, Orlov. Crashed every single time for me. I could not complete this Easter egg for a week until I figured out the whole Aether Shroud thing through the barrier. Other than that, though, there weren't really any major issues with this game at launch. So anyway, then after that we got Vanguard, which was a goddamn nightmare. It was Vanguard, which was the worst thing ever. I really don't even consider it a full game as far as zombies goes, because it wasn't. It was pretty much a joke. The best they could do to try to redeem themselves throughout that whole thing was with Shin Onuma. Really wasn't bad, but I think people got a little carried away with talking about how good that version of Shin Onuma was, because of just how bad everything else around it was. So it really looked nice. It was okay, and that might be, yes, like the version of Shin Onuma. It was what, BO1 Chronicles, and that I would definitely rather play the most is the Vanguard version, but it's just because there's an actual Easter egg to do, and that's what I like doing, is Easter eggs. But even on Chronicles, you could do like the small little side Easter eggs, the stuff where you're interacting with the book, and Richtofen, does the thing, and the Samantha, the shooting the dolls, get the max ammo, and the radios and all that kind of stuff. There are like creepy little weird Easter eggs, so that's kind of cool. But other than that, it's really just a high round, map. That's it. And then, of course, after that, then we got Modern Warfare 2, which literally had no zombies, and now we got Modern Warfare 3 zombies here, which started out promising, and then Treyarch's not even working on it anymore. And let's be honest, and it always was this from the beginning. No, we weren't really. I don't think anybody was really trying to. They weren't trying to fool us, I don't think. But it was literally it's DMZ with zombies thrown into it. I think they did a good job with the map of making it feel like zombies, though, like especially in zones 2, but really 3. Like you feel like you're in a zombies map. If you watch or play Warzone and you're in tier 3, like, or watching them, like, well, this is so weird to see it like that. Like, where's the red kind of mist around everything? Where's the creepy zombies? Where's those sounds coming? Like, it's just not there. It's weird as a zombies player not to see that kind of stuff. But it was very, at the beginning, I remember I titled one of my streams, like, I'm so addicted to this game mode. And I loved it. And I still do enjoy it, but they're not keeping up. They're not creating new missions. They're not, the very long cooldown times. It just tells you, like, hey, don't play the game very often, is really all it's saying. Don't play this game very often. That's why we have 3-day cooldowns, so you can play for one 45-minute game with a good weapon. The small stash size, where you can't expand it, even just like through missions. You can't bring cash from one game to the next because, you could do all these things in DMZ, which is the reason why I'm mentioning it. But for whatever reason, they don't want you to do it in zombies. You could bring in $1 million. You could keep $1 million in DMZ in your wallet. In zombies, you can't have anything. You've got a 45-minute limit. And things cost a lot of money. There is no way for you to be guaranteed a particular level of ether tool. There's no way to guarantee an ether tool, period. chances are if you do some contracts, you're going to get one, but it's chances are. You're not guaranteed it. And it's the only thing in this game where you're not guaranteed to get it. Even the ammo mods, if you can't craft them, you can't buy them, but if you do Ether Nest, you are guaranteed to get them. So it's... everything about it, the game is just telling you, like, don't play a lot, don't play a lot, don't play this game a lot. And it's just, why? Anyway, so Treyarch got taken off of it, and again, it was something I was mentioning earlier, like, we think High Moon Studio is working on it. We don't even know. And now, like, they had confirmed in a creators call with the studio, they have no plans to introduce any new enemy types, meaning no new mini-bosses or anything like that. And if we do have another boss, is it going to be another Ether Worm? Because that's all we've got so far. Just different colors a little bit? Probably. They have no plans to add new perks to the game. It doesn't sound like they really have plans to do much of anything, honestly, with this game mode going forward. And that really sucks. So, honestly, Treyarch has a lot that they kind of need to make up for all the other studios being not having anything to do with zombies, basically, for the last 3 years. They've got a lot of work to do. So I hope they do it. I really hope they do it. Maybe like $120 collector's edition with 1 week early access. I'd buy that. If that was the case, I mean, I would kind of have to, but yes, I would buy that. Cole, the only reason I could see early access zombies being possible on 2024 zombies is if they're going to give us tons of maps and that's what I'm saying. Like, I really feel like it could be that kind of a year. I think it could be a BO4 kind of a year. That's 8 actual maps. I always kind of leave classified out, which is not really fair, because there's no Easter egg. And if you say the cutscene at 150, that's not an Easter egg. But yeah, I mean, there's 8 maps. And think about BO3, the game before that. We had the 5 maps, right? And then we had Zombies Chronicles at the end, which was another 7 or 9. I don't remember. Another 7 or 9 maps or something like that. Like, we bought the hell out of the game. Zombies people, I mean. Like, why are we getting screwed over ever since? I don't understand. I really don't understand it. It makes no financial sense to me, just thinking from a company standpoint. Like, I mean, Zombies was so popular leading up to BO4 that they made Jason Blundell the co-studio head. It was David Vonderhaar and Jason Blundell. They led co-heads of the studio, the leads of it. Like, and I mean, Zombies isn't the only thing that Blundell did there, but it was most of what he did there. And it just, I just don't get it, man. And I really don't. And the whole thing of just giving us these plain old operators and not dedicated characters to play with, again, financially even, I'm trying to think from their standpoint. It doesn't make any sense to me, because if they are our characters, like, think if we had the crew, like if it was Richtofen, Tank, Dempsey, Nikolai, Takeo, that, like, on your loading screen right here, like in Cold War, and you were playing as those guys because it was still, like, let's just say it was still Aether's story. If they came out with bundles with different skins and different looks and different, whatever on it, like, would you not buy it? I mean, I'm not tempted to even remotely buy any of these skins that come out from these bundles, because nothing is focused on zombies in it. Like, in just a generic, like, here's this zombie with this operator with ether crystals on it. Like, ooh, that's super zombies, right? You want that, don't you? Like, no, I don't. I don't want that at all. I got this bundle, this Maxis bundle, because it's Samantha Maxis. That's why I bought it. Period. I would buy a Richtofen bundle. I would buy a Tank Dempsey bundle. I would buy a Sally from the Valley in IW bundle. But some random operator with a couple of ether crystals on his shoulder is supposed to be zombies to me? Like, no, fuck off. No. So financially, it doesn't make any sense to me either. I've said it a million times. The Zombies Chronicles is a $50 DLC. At the time when it was released, it was the best-selling DLC for any game ever, period. And it's a $50 DLC. Games cost $60 at that point. You're paying nearly full price, like full game price, for DLC, and it was the best-selling DLC ever. So what did we get after that? Well, we're going to keep cutting and chipping away and chipping away and chipping away and not giving Zombies players as much stuff going forward. Why? Why? Make DLC payable again. Make it like, you know, like the packs that used to come out, you know. You could buy the season pass, or you bought each pack for $15. If that's what it takes for them to focus on it a little bit more, fine, I'll pay again. I don't care. But I don't want boring ass just generic operators. I don't want maps that are just yanked from the campaign or from multiplayer or whatever. Zombies maps should be Zombies maps. Zombie story should be separate from all that stuff. Why does it have anything to do with the actual game we're playing? I have no idea. It didn't used to, and that's when it was great. So why are you trying to do something that makes it more boring? I don't know. I'm just glad I didn't buy into the hype of Modern Warfare 3 Zombies at all. I mean, again, it was fun. It was fun. It could be good going forward. Somebody needs to actually just work on it, though. And it doesn't appear that anybody is actually working on it. So, I mean, it won't be if nobody does anything with it for the rest of the year. But which really kind of feels like what's happening. I mean, who knows? We'll see what season. I think it's just like a week away, right? Season 2 Reloaded. So we'll see. We'll see what. I mean, if they're doing anything. I don't know. Zombies Chronicles 2. Every map from World War II to Cold War remastered. Nah. See, the whole thing with you know, Zombies Chronicles 2 is, what are the maps they're going to remake after Zombies Chronicles 1? I mean, what is there left to remake? You would literally have to start remaking BO3, which I'm fine with, by the way. But you're going to lose that movement system, and people are going to lose their minds if they do that. I wouldn't, but whatever. And BO4. BO4, the Aether stuff is already remakes. They're not full straight remasters, but they're already remakes of previous Zombies games. So anything with a celebrity cast, forget it. It's not happening because they're not going to pay the actors again. So get that out of your mind. It's not going to happen. It won't be a Call of the Dead. It's not going to be a Mob of the Dead. It's not going to be Shadows of Evil. None of those things are going to happen. Zombie Blood. Yeah, you're right, man. I like hearing a woman talk when I play. So I bought Kitsune and now Maxis. Yeah, I definitely get you. It's depressing what Zombies has become. I mean, yeah, I mean, it kind of is. It's kind of not. Like, the story in Cold War was good. And it's fairly compelling. I thought they should have just broken away completely from the Aether storyline. You know, we still have Eddie, we still have Samantha. I flat out won't believe that we're not at least getting a cameo from some of the original crew. I'm just not going to believe it, because that stuff was banished to the Dark Aether. It still exists. There's a reason why Samantha's wearing Nikolai's goggles. When she came out of Firebase Z, Dark Aether portal, she had on Takeo's sword. And she got tanked something or other on her as well, like the scarf or something. I don't remember. And I don't know, whatever. But you get what I'm saying. Like, they're throwing these little nods in, but like, there's no way we're not going to get something from it. I wish they would have just started from scratch, fresh, completely, which is what they were trying to do with BO4 with the Chaos crew, and people lost their minds. They don't like the characters enough or whatever. I don't know. Anything you change on these, like, the Zombies community, whatever. I mean, I get people still popping into that my Knocked video from Forsaken, and it just happened yesterday. A couple of people, like, because if you go into that map, you know, if you go into Knocked on Forsaken in Cold War, you're there for 3 rounds only. You're not playing Knocked. You're playing 3 rounds in there, and it's timed, and you have to get in and out of it like super quick, or else you fail. And I get people all the time like, oh man, only the OGs know you don't shoot people in the head in there. You got a knife and you shoot in the leg, to get max amount of points. And that you're talking about a game from 13 years ago, whatever. And this is not how you do this. But you don't play zombies anymore. You just occasionally dip back into your nostalgia and go, man, when I was 12, dude, me and the boys, we used to come home, run home from junior high, and we played till like 10 o'clock at night, man. Wow, it was so much fun. And then they go and they search Nocturne Totem on YouTube. Yeah, I'm going to watch some videos on that shit. Fuck yeah. They don't play anymore. Why are we still like trying to tickle their balls ever again? Like, focus on the people that are here, man. Like, it's so annoying. Like, no, you're not a real one. You're just an old one that doesn't play zombies anymore. You have no idea what the frick you're talking about. I have to let out the steam once in a while. I just want zombies maps that are unique in locale. Yes, completely, Cole. Completely. The whole thing, I mean, and again, it really does need to be stated, and I can't just discount it just because now I've been talking about it for years, but they made this game from home. So the first map that we got, which was been working on the longest, just by definition, right, was an original map, except for the Noct, which I'm not crazy about, but they didn't go crazy with beating you over the head with all little things about, hey, this was Noct from that. Remember that part of Noct from that? They didn't really do that too much. It was kind of it's connected. Like this whole, like we're in the Dark Aether story now, but the Aether story is over here, and it is connected. So we're kind of just connecting them a little bit. We're not going to beat you over the head with it. It's like, I can live with that. Okay, I'd rather not, but I can live with it. And then all the other stuff that came out was from campaign or from Outbreak stuff was all fire team multiplayer stuff that nobody played ever. It was all reused assets, basically pulled. I mean, they had to expand it. It wasn't completely like that. It's not fair to say like, oh, they just took Firebase Z from the campaign and that's it, and that's what we got to play on. Like, no, it was the village where we spawned in, the spawn area, that was from the campaign. The actual base that we played on up top, they had to make that. That was new-ish, whatever. They reused some stuff, but they had to create that. MWIII, yes, that was from the campaign, but they blew it out way further on each side. You went down underneath into the subway system and all that kind of stuff in there. So it was like the basic design was there, but they put a lot more into it. Forsaken was really basically just ripped right from the campaign. And it was actually the most disappointing. But anyway, but they were working from home at that point during a pandemic. So it was very hard. So it's understandable. I don't want anything in my next Zombies game to have anything to do with the campaign, like at all. Period. The only thing I wanted to have to do with the multiplayer game is that we're going to have the same weapons, because that's, of course. Other than that, don't care. Not that I don't care. I do care. I don't want to have anything to do with it. That's what I care about. Much rather pay for DLC season than get another Vanguard. Oh, yep. And then they had collections for $100 in the season pass. Yeah. Yeah, it does feel very stable right now. I feel like it's a repeat of last year Modern Warfare 2. Well, yeah. You should change your display gun for Max's to M16. Why? Did they ever explain how Maxis found the old crew weapons? No, I think it was just, I think, again, it was more of like how Noct is in Maschine. It was just a little nod to her having like the goggles and the sword and all that. I think it was just, a little nod. Or a hint at like what is potentially to come later. There's no way we don't get those characters back, guys. There's just no way. At least it might just be a cameo. They're not going to be full back necessarily, but in some kind of way, they're going to be back. I guarantee you. It's just going to happen. There's no way they just leave that alone. I just don't believe it. World at War, 16 years old. Oh, okay, jeez. 16 years, jeepers. They need to relax with the Aether world and let it go already. I mean, again, they tried to with BO4. We weren't supposed to get, like, the Aether crew story was done in BO3. It says the end. and leading up to it, at the end of Garad Krovi, it says to be concluded. And then we get Revelations, and then at the end of Revelations, it says the end. That was supposed to be the end of the whole Aether crew. That was it. The story was told. Blundell wanted to move on from that because it wasn't his original story. He wanted to create his own story. So the Chaos crew, that was his original story. And moving on, stepping away from that stuff completely. And then Activision was like, but wait a minute, we just sold a bajillion of these $50 DLC Zombies Chronicles things with this old crew. People love those guys. Why are we getting rid of them completely? And he was like, okay, I'll bring them back, but only to conclude the story once and for all, completely, definitively, it's over. And they said, okay. And then they did, and then we have the Dark Aether story now, and again, it's not really fully over, because at the very end of Tag der Toten, the end of the Aether story, we see her and Eddie walking out. And now we have her and Eddie as the main characters in this story. So it's not over yet. Anyway, what if they reuse zombie maps to make campaign maps? I mean, I guess if you want to. You know what would be fun is like zombie maps as multiplayer maps. Like, I mean, old zombies maps, not what's coming up. Like if it was Kino was a map or something, you know what I mean? Like a multiplayer map. That would at least be interesting. Make new mini bosses to stop with the so much we're using the same thing over and over again. So we're boring. Yes, it does. I don't mind Onslaught. That uses. I really did not like Onslaught. I played it, I think, maybe twice. I just, again, it's one of those like kind of high round things. Like there's no real point to it. I mean, you can practice and get better. Like, that's a point to it. That makes sense, whatever. But I'm saying, like, playing the map, I don't know. Again, for me, I'm an Easter egg person, so I like Easter eggs. I like to do the thing and finish the thing on the map. And, like, the story is told now on that map. Anyway. I think what I'm referring to more of the fact that there was a consistent theme of military bases to some degree. Let's have a look because of how good it was for coming out at that time of strife. Yeah, I mean, very difficult. Oh, did they ever explain how Max has found the old crew weapons and sort in the ether? No, I don't think there was any real explanation for that kind of stuff. I really don't. I think it was just little nods. I don't think there was any specific thing. I mean, I collected all of, where is it? All the intel for every season. Except for, this is like, there's some stuff where it says like, looks like it's missing. That's from the Onslaught stuff, so that wasn't story necessarily. But everything from the preseason, this was exclusive content. That was the Onslaught stuff, the PlayStation exclusive stuff. Everything from the seasons, I got every piece of intel, as you can see, from every single season. And I listened to all of these, and I read all of these. There's a lot of stuff. And I'm actually going to probably, well, I might wait a little bit until we get a little bit closer. But I'm going to be going through all of these again, trying to piece together more story. Just before we get to the next game, because there's going to be a lot of things. There's a lot of story. Most of the story actually is told in these pieces of intel that you do not like see or hear or interact with in game. You have to pick it up and then, you know, listen to it later, read it later. So that's what I mean, not in game. You can pick it up in game. You have to pick it up in game, but you can't. You don't know what it says until you actually listen to it or read it or whatever afterwards at some other point in time. I love the Primus crew making another sacrifice to save Maxes at the end of a new Easter egg. That's all we could get. Then I love them getting a full fitting ending. Yeah, I mean, again, for me, I would like them to just be done with it. Like, don't just be done. But they're not going to. Do you think they should add custom maps to zombies like what they have currently for Zombie Blood? The reason why I'm laughing, Zombie Blood, about that is because I was literally talking about exactly that when I was streaming Modern Warfare 3 Zombies earlier in the stream. So I talked about that in this stream. I have no idea why they haven't put out another game. It could have been BO4 or Cold War, where you can do custom maps on it. I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense to me that they wouldn't do it, other than they're not making any money off of it, which is the most cynical thing that they could do. People are still all the time. I mean, Noah J just did like isn't it like his second contest that he's run for like giving 10 grand away to like the best map maker? Like I think he's done that twice now. People are still making maps on that game. There's actually a Walking Dead one coming out soon, a Terminus map, if I'm remembering rightly. And that's something that I will play on the channel. By the way, it'll be a stream of some sort. Or video at least, but probably a stream. Stream it, please. I mean, going over all this, the intel stuff? Mitchell, is that what you mean by stream it? I don't really care about the story. I just want to kill zombies. I mean, see, that's the thing about this is, like, that's kind of... Zombies is, you know... You get those people that they literally just want to hop on the map. They just want to kill zombies. They don't even care about Easter eggs. Some people just don't care about Easter eggs. They just want to hop on the map and just kill zombies until they literally die, and that's it, and then they're gone. Other people are super, super, super focused on the story. They're really not good zombies players, but they love the zombie story. So it's more of like an interactive movie for them, you know, or book, if you want to think of it that way, a playable book. But they're not great zombies players, which is why a lot of those zombies YouTubers that you see don't make gameplay videos or streams. They just make story stuff. It's because they're not very good at actually playing. Or it's like one of those people that you always see playing with a full squad. They're never playing solo. Like, yeah, those custom maps look better actually. I mean, some of those maps look really great. Some of them are really great. Yes, go over intel on the stream. Yeah, I mean, it'll probably be you and me and maybe one other person here doing that. But, I mean, I would do it. Also, would love to see you play Victus. I have it downloaded. I just haven't played it. Hey, I'm a good zombies player. Not terrible. Yeah, I mean, I could definitely do it. I could definitely do a stream about. You know what? If I do a stream about it, like the intel stuff, it will be much closer to the game actually coming out, because then we might have people actually interested in it. Because if I was to sit here and go from preseason and starting at 1, and we're going to listen to this audio log, and we're going to be looking at a screen like this the whole time, and just me talking to you guys about what we're hearing about from these audio logs, like, people might tune in at the beginning because they think like, oh yeah, super cool, I'm interested in that, and then they're like quickly realize like, oh, this is kind of boring. So yeah, I'd say do it early October. I mean, I don't know about, well, see, part of it for me is like I want to catch. We'll see. It's either way, it's a ways away. It would be this summer at the earliest, is my point. So, however it is, it's going to be a while. Might be better just compiling them all into a few videos before the new game comes out. Well, I mean, that's part of what I'm thinking as well, Cole, is like, you know, as far as, you know, where do we stand in the story that we're about to, you know, continue. So that's kind of why I just have to do, like, my research into it going forward. And the reason I'm trying to... Not at all what I clicked. I swear I put out. This might have been a while. I'm trying to look for it because I thought I put together like a full story. Oh, yeah. Oh, I did it for... Okay, that's what I was going to do. I was going to do... Here. If I maps. I'm gonna put this in the chat. So like that video right there is the Maschine of the full story. So I didn't just take like the opening kind of there's like the trailer that we all got, you know, with Sam at the telephone booth, and she's talking to Weaver and, you know, whatever. So I did that, and then I took like all the bits where when you play the Easter egg, where like when you first load in, I'm not just trying to show you the little cutscene of you flying in on the helicopter, but like with Dr. Gray or Carver, whoever it would be, talking to you like, hey, this is what's going on here. Like when you go to turn on the power, there's a little conversation back and forth. You hear Weaver talking, Weaver talking to like Dr. Strauss, like, hey, when your Nazi buddies were here before, was it like this or whatever? And so like giving you the full story. And I wanted to kind of do that for each of the maps and then compile one great big one. So anyway, if you want to check that video out, it give you an idea of, well, that was just me frozen. It give you an idea what I'm talking about, like thinking about putting together going forward, like as we get into, again, probably won't be until the summer till I go through all these audio logs and all this kind of stuff again. Like it's a lot. I've watched it. I'm not even going to put my hopes up on Zombies maps on Go Forward to have more than one launch. I'm not even going to expect. I only want one map. I want one map at a time. I don't like BO4. I'm glad I wasn't streaming back then, because I would have been like, I don't know what to do. I have 4 maps. What am I supposed to do with 4 maps? Like, which one is the right one to stream? And that's partially me and my kind of neuroses and just my whole, that's how my shitty brain works. Is I'd be like, well, do I do the new stuff? Do I do the old stuff? Like, you know, we've got Classified, we've got Blood of the Dead. Like, people love Mob of the Dead. Should I do Blood of the Dead? Should I do the new maps? People are interested in the new maps? Like, Classified, oh, it's a remake of 5. Well, there wasn't an Easter egg on 5, but there's probably the reason why they're giving it to us now is because there is, you know, it's kind of one of those things like, you know, the Pentagon. Like, think of what's a better place for a Zombies map. Let's, honestly, come on. And so you would think, like, there's going to be this incredible Easter egg on there. No, there's actually no Easter egg. I know the round 150 thing. So anyway, I want one map at a time. And if you're going to have, like, if there were, let's say there were three maps ready to go for day of launch, plus they already had season 2 and 3 and season 4 and 5 and all that stuff ready. Or, you know what I mean? Like, they had the idea we're definitely going to release maps for those seasons as well. Just do it one per month. Or, like, here's the preseason, and then season 1 reloaded, and then season 2 reloaded. So it's basically every month you're getting another one, and another one, and another one, rather than having 2 or 3 at a time, or 4, God forbid, and the whole kind of community is split every which different way, and nobody knows what the hell to look at, because it's all just too much. There's too much going on. So if they're going to do something like that, I would love them to have those things ready, but do like once a month, one every month. Because it gives you enough time to really dig into a map, make your guides, do your streams, find the side Easter eggs, like explore and do whatever, and then move on to the next thing. To me, that would be a great way to go. And I know I'm saying that obviously as a YouTuber, content creator, blah, blah, blah. But I also think just for the general public, the people that do watch these things, that, I mean, think of it like at launch, like, okay, I'm going to watch, I don't know, I'm going to watch this streamer because he's doing 9 right now. And that looks like a cool map. I want to check that out. And I heard there was going to be no guns. Remember that? Remember that rumor? There's going to be no guns on 9. It was all going to be, because it was, you know, ancient. So it was all going to be like axes and knives and spears and stuff like that. And obviously that wasn't the case. But they'll check that out like, oh, okay, well, that's not going on. But it looks pretty cool. I don't know. Maybe, well, this other streamer, he's playing Blood of the Dead. And Mob of the Dead is my favorite map ever. So let me go check that out. And then you're like, but what about, what is this, the one on, there's a map from the Titanic? Like, I gotta see that. Let's go check that out. And it's like, now you're not paying attention to anything really, because you're just kind of flitting between all of these things. And then again, when you had something like classified where it was. You gotta remember, it's not like they released the map and like, hey, there's no Easter egg on this, by the way. Just letting you know. This is like, you know, it's kind of like the old version 5. You know, there's no Easter egg though. It's like no. They just gave you the map. And then you gotta do your searching and hunting and whatever, and there's little side Easter eggs and there's all that kind of stuff, but there's no main quest, and you have to kind of figure that out. Oh, there's nothing. So you've got your mind just split many different ways, and your focus is just pulled in so many different ways. So anyway, my whole point is I'd rather them just do one at a time and give us more often throughout the year, rather than, well, here's preseason, and now here's season... like 2.5, and then maybe, you know, or like in Cold War, here's one at launch, here's one at beginning of January, the next thing didn't come out till May. Like, what? Too big a gap, man. Too big a gap. Like, was there any doubt in your mind when they gave us the second map early that they must have just had like a lineup of stuff ready to go? Because why would they do that? And then they just, we literally went 5 months without anything new. It's like, what do you mean? How? It just made no sense, man. I would love to get a new map, one a month for 6 months, then just let it simmer and make updates to all the maps. I mean, I'd be fine with that too, to be honest with you. I mean, by the time the end of the year rolls around, people are kind of done. You know, like, they're the hardcores, the people that are into it are still into it, but it's not much more than that though. Like, it's the casuals are long gone by then, and they're not going to get excited again until the new game actually comes. Like, oh man, this game's going to be great, you know, and the cycle will start up again. I watched like 6 different streams launch day of BO4 and was also playing the maps, very confused on how the perks work. Eric, this is rambling fire. Yes, exactly. I don't think Eric's hearing me. Is this out of focus again? Yeah. Lost it there. Come on, get it. Come on. Whatever, I don't care. All right, I'm about rambled out, I think. I mean, the biggest things to me are, well, one, just have the plan, right? There seems to be an awful lot of the last few years of, you know, well, since Cold War, right? Then it was Vanguard was coming up next, and then Activision basically tells, God knows what actually happened with Sledgehammer, but Activision tells them with 5 months to go before the new game comes out, hey, you're not doing the zombies anymore, Treyarch, here you go. And Treyarch's like, wait, what? We're already working from home, like, we've got our own shit to work on, like, we're still in the middle of doing this, and we're working from home here. You know, meaning Cold War. We're still working on Cold War. We still have 3 more, you know, Outbreak hadn't even come out yet. And then we have Mauer and Forsaken to go. And you want us to start working on Sledgehammer's game in 5 months? Put something together? Like, what are you talking about? Which is why what we ended up with at launch was literally what boiled down to 10 minutes of content. If you knew what you were looking for, you had 10 minutes of content worth of playing in that zombies mode. And then whatever it was, 2 months later, they added an Easter egg, which was literally a piece of paper that you picked up from the floor in one of the rooms, and then you went up into this opened up area, and you talked to a door, and the door told you to come back later. And you were thinking, like, are you fucking kidding me? It was just an absolute nightmare. And then again, it peaked. The best we got out of that was the Shi no Numa remake. That, whatever, it was fine for what it was. Sorry, it's just no more than that. It never will be. It wasn't good. And it definitely wasn't, you know what? You know what's underrated? No, it's not. It's overrated, to be honest with you, if anything else. I'm hungry and I need to eat. Yes, go eat, man. I just hope they don't break Outbreak and go for it. Just bring back round-based maps. There is going to be Outbreak. There is going to be. It's going to be like what we have this year. Is going. They call that Outbreak, by the way. In-house, they call Modern Warfare 3 Zombies Outbreak. We are going to have more of that this year. We are going to get round-based zombies. Don't even question that at all. It's definitely going to happen. But it's going to be another mode, which I am perfectly fine with. I'm happy about, actually. Again, I thought Modern Warfare 3 Zombies was a lot of fun. I didn't want it to replace round-based, replace what we used to have. No. But as another mode to play zombies, yes. In Cold War Outbreak, I like the idea. The execution was just, to me, a little too boring. It needed work. But as an actual mode, like a game mode, I'd rather have it than not have it, to be honest with you. Dang, that was I do like Outbreak. I mean, it's going to be, and apparently all the rumors are that it's going to be the new Warzone map. Is going to be Verdansk again. It's going to be a remake of Verdansk. So we had the Cold War version of Verdansk, which was started by Modern Warfare in 2019. And then we had the Cold War version of it, so it went back in time. You know, Modern Warfare was like 2019, and then it went back to 1985. It kind of had a little bit of a different look. And now it's going to go to, I'm assuming it's going to bump up 5-6 years to 1991-ish. If it's Gulf War, is that what we're really talking about? That was started in 91. So somewhere around there, it's going to look a little bit different, but it's basically going to be the same map. And we're going to have, basically, again, Modern Warfare 3 Zombies on that map as well. So missions, contracts, those kinds of things. Could it be a completely separate story from the other, like the Dark Aether storyline? Possibly. I doubt it, but possibly. Am I okay with them doing an Outbreak, another version of Modern Warfare 3 Zombies on Gulf War? Absolutely. Because I don't think it's going to take away from the round-based. It never was, in my opinion. I don't think that was ever a question. But it's just adding a little bit more for us to do. I'm okay with that. Modern Warfare Zombies looks fun, but with the issues it has, it's not interesting to me. Well, the issues are there's not much left to do. Again, no more story missions for a while. No even just random missions, again, to build a wallet up or create more stash space or anything like that. Fetch quests even. Like, okay, I would do that. I would be happy to do that. So no updates, and that the game is kind of broken really is the double whammy and just kind of sucks right now. Unless they make constant updates in Outbreak, then it will be... I think it would be better too, but if they do updates, it'll be boring after a while. Yeah, exactly. And, you know, it doesn't have to be these super major storyline quests, missions, whatever. They could give us some fetch quests that are purely, you know, practical in purpose. That you build a wallet, that you expand that wallet and make it so you can carry more. Do you have to go and steal lumber from the lumber yard and maybe you're going to build a shed? And now you can store more stuff in your stash. I don't know. Stupid stuff like that. Doesn't have to be hardcore storylines that they have to create cutscenes for, scenes like this for. Just stuff for us to do. And it amazes me that I'm telling this company, like, that I'm trying to play their game, like, why are you telling me not to play your game all the time? You're telling me not, I mean, you're actively telling me not to play your game very often. That the whole 3-day cooldown on the best stuff, like, what do you mean? And that there's no new missions at all to do now for a while. Well, the whole Dark Aether thing, like, that was cool, but the story mission was go into the Dark Aether and get out. Not much of a story. Now, they did create the Dark Aether, and it does look cool. I'll give them that. But they also just took stuff from Modern Warfare 2 and ported it into this game because this is DLC. Don't forget, it's Al Bagra. It's the multiplayer map from Modern Warfare 2 that they put blue everywhere and some purple in some zombie shit. Again, I'm not really complaining about it. I think it looks pretty good, and I like doing the quests in there. It's a challenge and it's fun to do, but at the same time, it's like, give us, please let me play your game. I bought it. Please let me want to play your game. All right, that's it. Have a great day, everybody. I will be back probably tomorrow. I don't know where we're gonna stream tomorrow because. Again, I've had my stuff stolen from me because the game crashing and all this kind of stuff. And again, what happened earlier too with my buddy, him getting knocked out of the game, and I just left. And so I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna stream. Maybe we'll just go back. Why don't I try BO3? We could. I was just gonna say maybe we're gonna go back and play some older games. Maybe for a little bit, just to kind of cleanse the palate as well, right? Just to kind of get away from this stuff for a little bit. But anyways, all right, Zombie Blood, thank you. Mitchell, thank you. Cole, thank you. Junior, thank you. Everybody else that showed up, thank you. Don't forget to drop a like if you didn't already, and always subscribe, and I'll catch you more later.